Alright. Should be... Alright. Alright, should be live here. I'm going to go ahead and get in some games. We fell quite a bit today. Games have not been kind offline. So we're going to see if we can climb back up a bit. There's some new tournament info. Go ahead and exclamation tourney. Looks like they've announced something for September. Basically top 300, and it looks like it's a really cool new format. So go ahead and jump in a game. I quite like both Gwen and Nivella here. I think we'll take Gwen. I think she's probably more fun here at the very least. And I think she has a better late game potential. Because your units are typically less shitty evil guys and more just whatever you want. So go grab that. We don't seem to find any unit that we would really want to knighthood right away. So given that, we probably won't knighthood anything right off the bat. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I guess we'll take a Fanny and probably lock the Crafty. Since we have Forbidden Fruit, we can grab 2 units next turn. Hey, Dank, I really do appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. Well, we got a couple Lonely Princes. Not quite the Crafty that we were looking for. They are not the best units ever, but it is possible that I can go ahead and lock one. Take the other 2, since this is going to be bigger now, and then we can grab that next turn. Hopefully we end up finding a princess to actually be able to flip them. We're not incredibly strong here, but getting an extra unit is nice, even if it is just a 1-1. Sorry, you're right. You're right. It's been a long day. How you doing, Jay Nasty? I know you said your schedule sort of changed, right? So you have not been able to stream as much. Did you end up finding something different, or are you basically still doing the same as what you're doing before, just at a different place, basically? Let's go ahead and grab a sling here, get a little bit stronger in the short term. I am going to save the Crafty, Crafty being quite strong, since we do have a treasure. Yeah, that's good. I know that you were... I mean, yeah, that's just like that, right? The shittier the job, the more it usually tends to pay, even if it's not by a huge amount. Because you end up with a lot more stress and unnecessary nonsense like that. You know, in a perfect world, every job would pay what the actual amount of work that you're doing is worth, instead of just some very small percentage of that, but it's not quite the world that we live in, unfortunately. I really would like to pick up this adventure this turn, but I don't know if we can afford it. It does give us a ton more stats. It's possible that we just maybe grab the Mad Mim and hold it until next turn. I also don't mind the Sleeping Princess and then just straight knighthooding it. Maybe that's worthwhile. It's tricky. Knighthooding the Sleeping Princess is a lot of value. Is it better than this Fanny? So the Fanny is the equivalent of a 7/7. Yeah, I mean, this is just so many more stats. I think I'm going to keep the Adventure and the Mad Mim, though. But we have, like, an incredible amount of stats now. Well, that's good. I hope that it's overall just a better fit, and that you're not so easily burned out by it. Because, man, I've worked some jobs where I got burnt out, and it's really terrible. Okay. So, there's two options that we could do. We could either grab the Stag plus the Adventurer, or the Mim plus the Adventurer. I think we're going to do Mim plus Adventurer, and then actually just put the buff on it. Rearrange our units a little bit. We don't necessarily need this to have more attack. 17 is plenty. And then hopefully we can get some, even just 1 EXP would be really nice, because then we can pick up an Arthur. Since we already have 2 upgraded princesses, we're set up pretty well to be in Royals. At least for the, somewhere towards the mid-game anyway. Alright, excellent. So we did get the EXP. We should win combat. The 17 is enormous here. It'll be pretty close, but we should have plenty of stats with the crafties as well. Okay, so these are not exactly what I'm looking for. I don't really love the Mad Mim. Really, we're only using it to proc the Adventure a little more, so I'm going to go ahead and roll once. Roll a couple times here. We don't really need more Lonely Prince here, so I'm going to go ahead and roll. I don't care particularly much about the double donkey. We could Merlin's test the Adventure to try and push more EXP. I think I'd rather roll one more time. We did end up finding Arthur, which is awesome here. I'm not particularly interested in Princess P. We're ideally not going to be running supports long term. And we can go ahead and grab the Arthur for this turn and pump these up a bit more. It's pretty nice. Good start anyway. Appreciate it. Trying to figure out how to run a giveaway. I have some codes for some in-game dust for Storybook here. And I'm going to try to figure out the best way to run that. May not be today. I'm probably going to look into it a bit tomorrow. Looks like there's a couple of different ways to do it, so. I actually do like picking up this Grimsoul here. We can get rid of the Mad Mim then and sort of switch it out like this. That way we can guarantee getting the EXP on that, or at least help it along a little bit. So we'll go ahead and roll. We could pick up the Polywoggle. That'll give us a 6-drop next turn. I think that's reasonable. So we're going to go ahead and do that and then roll again. We can actually grab the other one, or at least lock for it. We don't really have 2 units to sell because we don't want to switch anything out, so let's go ahead and lock for it. Getting an upgraded Polywoggle on 5 is like incredibly valuable. Obviously getting an upgraded 6 is going to be significantly better than a non-upgraded one. So we got another EXP there, that's great. And it is possible that we could trigger another one, potentially. Our opponent is pretty large here. We actually end up losing this combat by just a little bit. Him hitting the 10-10 there as opposed to one of the slightly smaller ones ended up being a bit costly for us, but that'll happen. I don't mind picking up the Nian for a tier 5 treasure potentially, but I think I'd rather just fireball and then roll. Ideally looking for like the Prince Arthur upgrade or one of the crafties to try and get another treasure. Given that we rolled and we didn't find it, I think I'm just going to sell the Madman and pick up the Nian for this turn. And then we're going to leave the Adventure in for one more round, because that's going to get us guaranteed turn 6 next turn. And then we can shift out both the Adventure and possibly the Grim Soul if we don't end up piecing together the poly. That was really good for us. He does have some pretty strong units, but actually taking out the Fairy Godmother at the start should help somewhat. We may not be strong enough even still, but it at least gives us a chance here. So we are going to lose, given that he has so many ranged units and they're quite large. He has a lot of treasures here, but we are on 6 now, so we do have some options as far as picking up decent tier 6 units. This is not useful anymore. Grumblegore is an okay tier 6 unit, given that it makes our front line a bit stronger, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on it and look for something else. Arthur is an okay pickup. Not ideal, but it's okay. Something like Ashwood Elm is a little bit more what I'd be looking for. I think we can potentially give up on this crafty pair here. So I think we're going to go ahead and sell this, sell crafty, pick up the Ashwood, and we'll slap in one of these polys. Which will give us a chance of actually hitting the Grim Soul here. I'm trying to decide if we want to have a bigger unit in the back line, possibly. Maybe something like this. There's always a risk when you have a poly in. It's possible that we want to add both, but we really want to have both of these Arthurs in for now. We ended up getting an Echo Wood, which is decent with the Ashwood, not super great right now, but it will be end up being pretty good later, so not a bad pickup. That was good for us. It should allow us to at least tie, so that's okay. We'll take it. So another Grumblegore. I think we're going to pass on that again. Ideally, I'd rather be in trees, especially since we already have a bit of them. Pumpkin King is okay, but we're pretty hard-pressed to replace these two right now. And I think we're going to swap this out. If we could actually get these upgraded, that would be great, but if not, that's okay. We are going to take a Green Knight. It's a pretty good upgrade to this. Makes both of these like 30/30s, and it gets us a little bit closer to the Echo Wood being good. So there's another Ashwood. Can we afford that this turn? So we could do 1, 2, 3, and then one of these two potentially. Would be something like the Frog Prince. So we'd be selling these. I mean, we could sell these, I guess. This is not terrible. Hopefully this poly actually does trigger. This 4 glory would have been nice, assuming that we win combat here. But we are a little gold short to do it. I think picking up the Astrodome is more important there. We really want to find tier 6 treasures to try and get the... unfortunate that the mummy killed that. We may be a little bit weak now. This killing that is nice, but then this is going to get to attack back here, and then this is going to kill 2 of our guys. Yeah, that's suboptimal. That mummy really brutalized us because we have these 2 shitters in. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to give up on this at this point. These are all pretty bad. I think we'll take Potion Master given where we're at the game. There are some times when we can buff some of these trees up. That would be pretty good. Hey Mox, how you doing? Rotten Apple Tree is a decent pickup here as well. I think we'll grab that. Games have been pretty butts today so far. Not much you can do about that sometimes, but they have not been ideal. Hopefully we don't get mummied again and we actually get a chance to flip this. It's kind of our last free tier 6 before we just have to totally remove this crap. Yeah, no, I mean, overall, I'm doing all right. I think that the game can be fickle sometimes, you know? So we're just working through that. I actually have some giveaways. I have some codes to give away, so I'm working on kind of getting that squared away. We may be able to do it today. We might not. I might have to do it next time. But I have some codes for some dust. So the little frog, ideally, we're able to flip into a 6-drop, which we ended up getting a good boy. So we turned it into a good boy. We will probably be able to use the good boy for at least a turn or 2 before we have to totally get rid of it for favoring a tree. We should be fine here. But yeah, so the little frog has the chance, if it slays, to turn into a unit of your tier or higher. And since we have the Grim Soul, that guarantees a slay trigger on it. So basically we were relying on the Grim Soul to sort of trigger him. Which in this case he did. Overall we didn't end up with a super good unit, but we do have Potion Master. We could pump him up a bit. I'd like to pick up another tree, or possibly even the Ashwood to get a treasure, but we'll see what we end up finding. So the Potion of Heroism is pretty good. We can buff up our good boy a little bit because we are Potion Master. We may be able to play this Hercules. It's a bit weaker than the Awoken Princess, but we might be able to play it over the Echo Wood. Given that right now Echo Wood is going to mostly just be a high attack minion with no stats otherwise. We're not in a great spot against Trophy Hunter, potentially. I think we're going to do this because we're not going to be putting a lot of toughness on him. I think we're actually going to play the Spinning Gold, and we're going to try to get a little bit of extra gold for next round. If we lose this, we're probably going to die, so... Yeah, this is about what I thought might happen. He is significantly better off for his endgame build than we are, and we're just going to take 13 damage and die. It's suspected that that might be the case, so that's a 5th. It's going about as well as our other games today have gone, so not particularly shocked by that. Luckily, we're already qualified for the tournament for next month, so it doesn't matter that much, but Ideally, we keep climbing because it is better practice. What did we start with there? That was a Gwen. Okay, we'll mark it here. All right, we'll go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and start another one. Every game is its own unique thing, so I'm not too worried about it. Not ideal, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay. So I think... Hey Miro, how you doing? I think we'll maybe... I don't know, we're playing Sadrak or Sharon here. I'm not really sure which one is going to be ideal. I think I'd rather maybe play Sharon. I think Sharon is a more consistent champion. So we're going to grab the Happy Little Tree. Happy Little Tree is pretty nice because it gets free buffs from Sharon to the attack. Sure Shot is okay, but we'll go ahead and let that go by. Okay, so it looks like he's got a little bit of extra stats here. So here we're going to go ahead and pick up the egg and use the Shard of the Ice Queen on it. This is not the best unit ever, but it does have a little bit of extra stats. We're going to put it in the back. We'll just roll. So we're going to ideally have the Happy Little Tree be in front. If one of our units is going to die, I'd prefer it be the Happy Little Tree. At least first, anyway. That's good. Where did you end up today? Yeah, the tourney looks great. It looks really fun, actually. I really like the new sort of top 8 style that they ended up going with. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, the top 8 looks to be super fun and actually really cool to watch, too. So I'm kind of excited about that. So we have some options here. Our tree is pretty strong. We could bring up the Black Cat in the front with the Mad Mim. The only problem with that is it's a little awkward with the Sharon hero power. Almost certainly it's going to die before the Happy Little Tree, so we're going to buff up this stupid Black Cat. Alternatively, we could buff up a dragon a little bit, which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to do something like this. I don't mind getting a little bit of buffs on a baby dragon, especially with Pup the Magic Dragon in the game. It'll give us a chance that if we do fight him, or when we inevitably do fight him, that we're a bit stronger. Excellent. So we're remaining pretty healthy here. I don't love Vampire. The spell is basically irrelevant, so I'm going to go ahead and roll once, see if we can find something a little bit better. We don't really have any Slay. We could pick up Cinderella and just cast Spinning Gold, though we're fighting against Merlin. There's no chance that we're going to be able to win here. Or there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to win, I suppose. It might be worthwhile anyway. I'm going to do this, we'll roll. We could take the Madman, we could take the Doubly. I think we're just going to let this go by, and we'll see if we get the extra gold. Yeah, it does sound really cool. It reminds me of like darts, you know, where you have to actually get to your points, whatever that number happens to be, and then actually close to go out. So you're never really totally out of the game, even if you have a bad round, which is kind of what the last one felt like. You have one bad round, and all of a sudden it just felt like you never really had much of a chance. Which was unfortunate. I mean, I know that wasn't really their intention with the format style, and they kind of had decided on it way ahead of time. But we gave them some pretty good feedback on it, and we gave them some feedback about it, and they ended up incorporating quite a bit of that into their new tournament. So that's exciting. I mean, it's nice that they're actually willing to listen. And, you know, take good suggestions under advisement and actually try to implement them. So I don't mind For Glory. We are maybe not going to be able to win against Pup here. I like Madman buffing this, but I think we have to do it like this if we actually want to try and slay. But we need to have the dragon attack first, unfortunately. So I am going to set it up like this. I think I'll roll and then try to just grab a 2. Then I think I'll lock for the Turkish Delight. Just in case we don't end up slaying. Normally, I like the Blind Mouse because it is just a stronger unit than like a Wizard's Familiar or Tiny as far as tripling. But I think we're going to take the Tiny because it makes us a bit stronger. And I think we'll leave it here. Even if it steals a buff, I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, only seeing one player for the duration of that is maybe not ideal for a tournament of that size, but it's something that they're working on. I mean, any feedback that you have for it, certainly let them know in the Discord, because they're really receptive to making changes on stuff to make it better coverage or better just for anybody watching too, which I like. I mean, it's nice when they're actually willing to you know, listen to what people are saying and sort of make adjustments based on that. So I'm going to pick up Broccoli, and I think I want to take this Turkish Delight, but I don't know what I want to get rid of. It's either this Tiny or this Billy Gruff. So the Billy Gruff is a 3/4. This will only ever trade 1 for 1. This could sometimes trade 2 for 1. And it's probably better than the Baby Dragon. I think it's just Tiny. I think we're going to do this. We're not incredibly strong here. The Broccoli is a pretty decent pickup here. We have this awkward spot where we want a bunch of units to be attacking first, but we don't have space for all of them. I think we're going to lead on Adventure, then go Dragon, then go the Happy Little Tree, though it is also possible that this is just better, given that we are facing somebody who likely has some supports. I think we're going to do it like this, because I'd rather this die and give us the extra buff on it, preferably over the Dragon, but it could be incorrect. We'll have to see what they have for their supports. So they didn't end up having any supports. We had a Nightmare scenario where they had a Dragon and got to attack first, and then we ended up getting totally steamrolled by losing our thing, and then we couldn't actually kill with our unit, which kind of sucks, especially because the Sharon buff now goes on the Mad Mim. I don't hate the Mad Mim having stats, but that was obviously not where we wanted it to go. We're going to get smashed. Geppetto found really early double Princess Peep, so we're quite a bit behind him in stats. I'm not too worried about it, because his hero fucking blows, so he will eventually lose anyway, because his hero sucks. So, not too concerned. I am going to buff this to try and get to tier 6 in just a couple more turns. I'm going to go ahead and roll, though. The Darkwood Creeper is okay with these two. But I think I'd rather find the tree support over something like that. I'll go ahead and roll. And we have no treasure still, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to go ahead and roll one more time, see what we end up with. So here's the Nutcracker. That might end up being better than one of these units, probably the Billy Goat. It's certainly a larger unit, at the very least. So we'll go ahead and do this. It's okay. This dragon is about past his prime. So he's definitely getting replaced next. Both this and this. I could True Love's Kiss this and do a 3 next turn, but I don't think it's worth locking, especially since we're guaranteed to go into 5 this turn. We're going to need to find some support for these pretty soon here, whether it's the 4-drop tree support or something else. This living there is actually pretty great. Not really sure what he's doing on Pan. It looks like he's missed his sleigh on that 2 or 3 times now, and that's been really unfortunate for him, if I had to take a guess. So we could Merlin's Test on one of our units to get our Tier 2 treasure, which I think we're going to do. We're going to do it on this tree to give him a little bit more raw attack. We could Piggy Bank. Monster Manual is bad here. Crown of Animals is also bad. We don't really have any. So I'm going to grab Piggy Bank. I'm going to roll maybe 1 or 2 more times. And if we don't find something that's incredibly worthwhile, I probably won't even bother. Lancelot is okay. Nian is an upgrade, certainly. And might be worth picking up, just in case we don't get to 6. So I think I'm going to do that. He does have a lot of extra stats, which is nice. Over the Cinderella, anyway. Next turn, if we don't end up slaying, I'm going to get rid of this and probably buy 1 unit and try to save a little bit of gold at the piggy bank. If we can. I mean, if I can get Piggy Grail again, I will absolutely go for it. We are pretty far away from getting either of them right now because we don't actually have... we don't have anything that can like get us to a treasure, which just kind of sucks, but... are we dead here? We are not going to be able to be successful in this one. We did get the EXP though, so taking min damage there isn't the end of the world. We'll take Green Knight. Green Knight is pretty good. The spell can be good against Skip. He should be like just at 6 probably this turn. Unless he really ramped. Yeah, I think I like that. I mean, you're dwarves now, right? Can just hard pivot. I would like a better unit in this spot, but I don't know if there really is one. Like the 7-4 is almost bigger than the dragon, but the dragon might be able to snipe something in the back. None of these are really worth picking up. I think we'll just roll. This dragon would be okay in the front here. Not sure that I can actually lock for it. I probably should have just held the extra gold. Is the Doom Breath good enough? It's like a 10-6. It's okay. We'll lock it. We'll think about it a little bit more. I think it's probably worth it. Alright, so that's really good for us. I'm not sure what's in his crock. Hopefully nothing too scary. We are going to trigger our Nutcracker, so that's nice. So inside the croc is a regular Medusa. Sure. So being able to kill both of the units in the back is really strong there. I suppose we just take the the Gloves of Thieving rather. And then we will grab the dragon then. And we'll pick up this Nian for another treasure. See what our tier 5 is. Mimic. Mimic's pretty good with Gloves of Thieving. We can just like find a new board almost immediately. Yeah, Piggy Bank is an interesting one, right, Dark? Because, I mean, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but I had an opportunity to actually get the Holy Grail with it, and that was awesome. But it is rare that this is something that you have late game to actually be able to just, like, buy a unit and then just not doom roll. Unless you absolutely need to. I think we leave the Mad Mim in here for the Doom Breath for this turn, but it's definitely got to go next turn. We'll have to see what we get. Sometimes the dragon can kill the backline units and not the front line, and we can get some decent backline stuff, so that is kind of what we're going for. I do still like the Nian in the back, though, I think. I mean, we are going to get 2 Good Witch of the Norths, which is not exactly what I was imagining when I was thinking about a nice backline unit, but that is what we're getting, so we'll make that work. We may be able to get a tier 3 treasure out of it. We'll go ahead and roll. Rotten Apple Tree is not bad in this slot here. It's probably better than having the Mad Mim in at all, even though our Happy Little Tree gets a lot weaker. Rotten Apple Tree is just a very strong unit. Let's go and roll. So I like Lucky Coin. I don't hate Robin Wood, but awkwardly, it's just going to buff this Apple Tree immediately and nothing else. Which is a little awkward. I think I'd rather just roll. Pumpkin has 1, 2, 3, 4 units that it would be hitting. It's not actually that bad, right? Alright, I have a plan. So we're going to kidnap, and then we're just going to, like, sell out of every unit. The 820 is probably better than the other unit here. We still have the piggy bank, so we're just going to get 3 units, and maybe he's got something awesome. That was not ideal. I guess we're getting a broccoli. We could have gotten an apple tree, but we ended up getting the broccoli instead, which is not exactly what we were hoping for. That was pretty good for us. Okay, we could have actually stolen a pretty sick upgraded unit, but instead we just have this... well, that's a bug. Okay. That was a bug for sure. I'm going to take the hidden cash over the piggy bank. Oh yeah, double treasure for sure. Do we still want the hidden cash, or do we want the reduplicator or one of these other ones? Double deck of many things can be pretty good. I think we'll do that. Alright, well, I guess we have a bunch of these. That's awesome. I will take that every time. 10 out of 10 there. We'll pick this up. I don't think Good Boy is where we're going to want to be. We're just not really in good units. We're basically going to be trees if we can get it assembled. We can pick up more broccolis. Do we want like 50,000 broccoli? Probably not on the 50 broccolis. Echo Wood. We're going to sell another one of these. We'll lock for the Green Knight. But yeah, I mean, I'll I'll take 2 broccolis. Like, I've seen worse things. Oh no, my broccoli lost all of his attack. What are we gonna do? Oh, that was really good for us. That was really good too. Okay. Him stealing a guy is less than ideal, but I think we'll be okay here. We're gonna give Max pain too. Nice. Okay. Okay. So we got 2 Oni Kings. I mean, that's like, I would describe that as like at least Dece plus. Do we really need the Gloves of Thieving anymore? Kind of, because it's cute, right? I think we'll just get rid of the Deck of Many Things. It did its job that round. We're going to go ahead and roll. We're looking for Ashwoods now. We could upgrade this, so I think I'm going to. Perfect. Bearstein, just what I wanted. Robinwood is probably worth picking up now. We are not going to be able to this turn, right? We're a bit short of it, so I think we'll just pass. We really need the Ashwood before the Robinwood ends up being good. So we can keep the Bearstein. If we hit the thing that turns it evil, we'll probably use it on that. We'll go ahead and roll, though. Hercules is good, but we already have the round table, so it's not that necessary. We make sure to sell the units here so that we have room. I don't remember what Pup was playing. I assume that it was something lower, because I don't imagine that he has a lot of 6s, but we'll make room anyway. Yeah, that was really interesting. It just, like, didn't know what to do because I had so many copies of them, so it just combined them all together. Okay, we're gonna get Happy Little Trees. Well, we'll see how big it is. Okay, this is gonna attack there. Alright, we'll be fine here. Okay. So we got a bunch of upgraded Happy Little Trees, which are 4 46s. So they're just 46 46s basically. They're fine. Not great, but they're fine. We're going to go ahead and roll. Still not interested in Good Boys. I'll take this Ashwood for sure. We might hold on to one of these Happy Little Trees if we end up getting a second Ashwood here. Apple Tree. We could basically completely pull out of non-tree stuff. Right now this is pretty awkward because it doesn't actually do much. It makes like this a little bigger, it makes this a little bigger. It's good with this, but it only makes it like, it's like makes that smaller. Kind of awkward there. We'll sell this, put this in. We'll sell this, put this in, I guess sell the pumpkin and roll. Something like that. I think these two should have been swapped. Like move this over here, potentially. And they're like reasonably sized, but I'm really going to need another Ashwood before they start to scale out of control here. Our units are pretty large. It sort of depends on if this steals something relevant. Steals a big apple tree. I mean, that's not great. This should be able to clear up the rest of it. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. So skip is down, so that's good. We got double croc. What was in here? This was Medusa. Do we even get the Medusa that comes out of it? I don't remember if we do. If we fight against the Merlin, we'll try it. Or we just sell them to make room for something better. I'm gonna use this Knighthood for sure, though. I do get them. I mean, do we even care, though? Do I care over getting a tier 6 treasure? Like... I mean, we're doing this, and then I think we'll hold on to the Oni Kings. I know, it's lame, it's boring, but I just think playing correctly is better than trying to play doing something cute. Let's hit this guy. Hit the Robin Hood. No! Yeah, you're right, we could have crocked for a tier 6 treasure. Maybe that was just better. I mean, our trees are pretty good. We're getting extra dust here, too. Yeah, boo. Boo, streamer bad. Just playing to win like a loser. Yeah, you get a super croc and it would shit out 3 Medusas. Robin Hood is good. Probably over just this. Basically all of our units are the same now. Effectively, so. At least all of our trees. We could gold the Rotten Apple Tree. What does this get us, potentially? Like, fuck and all? We just lose a tree. And losing a tree seems really exciting. Yeah, true. True. I mean, I could always play on a Smurf and just, like, fuck around and do whatever, but it just, like, feels so weird to sell a bunch of 50 power scaled up units, but... Alright, we'll take the Becca Wood here. Yeah, when you're really high, like, it feels like playing correctly and just trying to not do weird shit is correct. Ultimately, I guess it depends on if people would still watch me if I was just fucking around. Because I don't really need MMR this month, right? Like, there's nothing compelling me to have MMR this month. I mean, we're going to get a pretty good unit here no matter what, right? Take it. Yeah, like, I don't need to be top 300 to queue for the tournament. And, like, outside of it, I don't know what I would even need MMR for, beyond people wanting to watch somebody with higher MMR, right? Oh, we just win. Yeah, go ahead and exclamation tournament. There's one coming up here. Alright, I mean, we'll take it. Yeah, I mean, just to block other people and troll them, I suppose. There you go. Yeah, exclamation tournament probably makes more sense, but it's longer, so it takes up more of the title space, so I shortened it. Okay. So my skip games today have been wildly disappointing. I don't know what anybody else thinks about skip, but lately it has felt like even though he gets 3 EXP, if you are not playing EXP, that you're just behind even on skip. Right? Like I've been in some lobbies of skip and been beaten to tier 6 by multiple players. Like not just one guy that ramped up, it was been 2. I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, my best games on skip lately have come in the realm of getting. This was not ideal, but we'll take it anyway. It does have skip higher than Catter, and I mean I might have to adjust that, but it feels like my best games were when I started with Adventurer into Stag, and then or Stag New Adventure or whatever, and then the Adventurer was able to just slay 4 times, and I was 6 when everybody else was just hitting 4, or when they were just getting midway through 4, and then I just smash everybody. And those games were awesome. 10 out of 10 on those. Nice. We got a big Billy Goat and a big Cut Purse. We're doing it. Easy game. It was a very small patch. It came out, I want to say Monday or Tuesday. Basically, it was just some hot fixes for some buggy crap. I know that the practice mode, if you went too fast with your rolling and locking and stuff, it would mess up the brawl to the point where you had to restart the client in order to actually complete the game. Ooh, another one coming up. Is maybe an actual big one this time instead of just a hot fix. It seems like they've been trying to target roughly every 2 weeks on that. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any cool inside info. I'm not a cool guy like that. Not yet anyway. Maybe someday I'll be cool enough for advanced information. Yeah, I sometimes I'll run practice mode just to prep for actually playing. Or if I've just woken up and I'm kind of, do I roll, or is it just is this good enough? This is pretty good. We can lock for that. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they would be looking to try and put out some of those patches. Not, constantly, right? But often enough that it feels like they're, kind of finger on the pulse of what's going on. It does feel weird, but I think that a 5/5 is going to be just as good as any unit that you're going to roll there. And having a chance to hit something like this is not terrible. I mean, Stash is okay. I just don't know if we're going to lose. We're pretty strong. I do think I could use the Witch's Brew and just make this a 7/7. I could just take a 5/5. Oh my god. Rolling is for losers. We'll just play spells and, take units. It's clearly what you're supposed to do on Catter, right? Okay. Didn't get any extra gold, which kind of feels bad, but, what are you going to do? I guess on this board I can roll. We'll just get, a donkey with extra stats, I suppose. Maybe we spinning gold here. We're pretty strong. Ooh, Princess Peep upgraded. She's pretty bad. Aw, sad. Yeah, we got some pretty thick boys going on. We're really early to have units that are this big. Kind of like it. I don't think we give a shit about Peep. Peep having a buff really isn't, like, this doesn't matter. She sucks. Ideally, I would find, like, an EXP spell and just roll into a sick 4, and then that would be nice, because we get the extra gold. I think we want to line them up this way. I don't want the Cutpurse to get, like, attacked and killed. I want it in the back to try and hit more than once if we can. That would be ideal. Like, we clear everything, and then we're able to, like, fuck up all these supports with our Cutpurse. Ooh, it might be happening. Attack the donkey. No. Fine. We'll just get extra EXP maybe? No. Whatever, take a bunch of damage. We'll get extra gold. Okay, so we have a lot of extra gold. We're definitely going to roll to see if we can hit some EXP. Stag with buff is fine. It's probably like at least above average. I might make this good instead of looking for the EXP. And then we'll just try to get set up. Ooh, that's good. That's nice. I think we're just going to take Crafty instead. What do we take Crafty over? Do we just give up on this pair for the Crafty pair? So we don't have to worry about hitting a stupid frog. I think I'm going to hold this till next turn. Yeah, I guess losing a little bit of stats doesn't matter. We're pretty big. Yeah, that's probably true. It just, like, doesn't matter. We're so big that, like, having a Crafty just, like, is whatever. Or having the Crafty pair is better than, like, the 1-2 or whatever that the Billy Goat had. Ooh, Gilded Harp. Dude, Harp Gaming feels really unfair. I would like to have hit that so you didn't get the extra buffs on it. Oh, that was alright. That'll do. Then we'll get a Slay off of this. Nice. Gonna get an extra 3 gold going into our turn 4 here. So this is not awesome. We don't really have a lot of room for it. I think we're just gonna roll. Hippocampus. Adventure might be good though. Just like put Adventure right here. Just roll. Let's flip our frog too. It's basically the same as the Crafties though. So if we sugar and spice this, it makes it a 3. That's not that big of a difference. Okay, I mean, that getting an extra buff is pretty sick. So this will really focus on that, and then we can slap the Polywoggle in there the turn after. Now the question is, do we pick up an extra adventure, or do we just pick up the donkey pair, or do we roll? All of those are legitimate choices. I don't think we take the Forbidden Fruit even if we roll. We'd be rolling to try and hit one of these pairs, basically. Long term, are we playing the upgraded donkey? Yeah, true. I think we're going to grab just the donkey, just to have the pair in our hand, because then we just have like 50 pairs, and I would most likely rather do that than get an upgraded adventure. It's not that upgraded adventure is bad, but like, you're definitely never having upgraded adventure in your late game comps, right? This is just such a shit unit. I mean, this is definitely going to get a chance to slay, right? It's like just this, it can't slay. Might even get to do it twice. Nope, we got too many units in the front, so that's okay. We get an extra EXP and we get some extra gold here. Extra Polywoggle is pretty pog, but I don't know what we get rid of. So of all these pairs, what is the shittiest one to switch out? Probably Crafty, since we really haven't found the treasures for him anyway. And we're definitely not being dwarves. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to take the chicken too. Do we want to Burning Palm the adventure to guarantee... Nah. This is good. Take the treasure here. We are not going Puff Puffs. It's not happening. Though that is a pretty big unit, all things considered. Extra health doesn't really matter here. Wild Growth could be decent. If we hit 6 a little early, you can snag just a random tree and it can be pretty good. I think we'll take it, though. It's not like super good. You know, it's fine. I don't think that's what we want. This I don't mind. Nope, I want to move that there. No! Yeah, big puffs aren't terrible. Losing that stag kind of sucks. We may not be able to get the sleigh on either of these. We got that sleigh, so that's good. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Alright, alright. We're going to lose combat, though, which is unfortunate, but we do get a tier 6 unit, which is nice. He gets a 5. A Robin Wood, interesting. That makes this Polywoggle much better, because he's going to be huge. We don't really care about this anymore. I think we just roll. I mean, Lady of the Lake having a buff is pretty dope, right? Like, being a 6/8 ranged unit is, like, a real-ass motherfucker. We could roll. I don't think we really give a shit about Mummy here, right? We're not here that early. We kind of have to play around Mummy a bit ourselves. Not really, it's just the Polywoggle, I guess. Fuck it. Arthur is decent with the buff, but, like, it only really is helping the Frog Prince. This would be okay for, like, a turn. I think we'll just go buy it. Oh my god, another Polywoggle. Alright, I have a plan. Roll into another Polywoggle. Shit. Yeah, everybody's ramping like crazy now. Do we want to do this one or this one? If we do this one, it gets the buff from Robin Wood. If we put this Poly in, he gets... the buff gets put on the Lady of the Lake. That will make us stronger against Geppetto. We might do that next turn. Yeah, I mean, you don't even need that much EXP to get to tier 6, right? It's, what, 15 EXP or something? The whole game that you ever need. So getting... is it even that much? No, it's less, right? 3, 6 puts us to 4. I don't know, it's only 12 EXP all game? Wow. Wild. Oh, yeah, true. Well, good thing this Bearstein sucks Donkey Ween anyway, so... that was pretty ideal for us. We end up losing this by like a 1. Fine. We'll be at 30. We are on 6 now, so we're looking to potentially lock a unit. I'm going to switch this out so that this is in here. Nian would give us a chance at a tier 5 treasure. I think we'll pick it up. Mouse with an upgrade is not interesting to me. I'm done with these donkeys, so I'm going to take this chicken. And then roll, I think. Big Pig is okay. I hate Wombat, so we're going to roll. Lonely Prince doesn't matter. Ideally, we find a tree or something that we can buy that's better with these goldens. Big ass pig. Game Y. Fine. Alright, we'll lock it. This will be the last turn that we have a bunch of this bullshit in here anyway. We may end up picking this baby bear up too, to go with the bear stain. We'll see what this Poliwaggle turns into. Nice 1-4. So we got a Slay out of that, that's good. He has a huge Big Pig. We got a Lordy. I mean, I can't really say that I'm surprised that we got a Lordy out of that. Basically, that's all we ever get out of those, so... Oh no, unfortunate. Lordy's here to save me. We'll see what this chicken gives me. Maybe the chicken will save me. We could get Ring of Regeneration and get some health back. Grab Piggy Bank and then just, like, shoot for Chalice again. We're not terribly far off from it. Is the baby bear better than what we've got? So Bearstein makes this, what, like a 10 and then a 20. So it's like better than the Frog Prince if we have both of them in. Certainly. These are not worth it though. Alright, so here's our treasure map. No treasure map. Quiver is good with these. Merlin's hat is fine. I think we'll just take Quiver over this. And then I guess... I mean, we could still be dwarves. If we find another Lordy, I would be fine moving in. Lucky? It's kind of an awkward unit. I guess we just sit. I'm not moving into dwarves unless I get a second Lordy, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, we'll be fine. He doesn't have enough units. Still, an annoying unit for sure. Everybody's just dying this game. Like, what's the deal? Like, are we just bears? Bearsteins? I suppose. Tweedledee is not good. Mummy with a buff is, like, basically the worst unit. Is not enough to make it worthwhile. This could still take the Robin Wood. Our Cupid got a buff. Shit, I don't even know, man. We'll take the tier 6 unit for sure. Even though we could have locked it and made it have double health. I think we're gonna let go of the Cupid. We're just not gonna have room for it. Pumpkin is not where we're gonna be. So what are we getting rid of at this point? Probably this cut purse. We're like gonna do something like this. We can have the Staggin still, I suppose. We just like have to put some of these in because there's better units. I don't even know how much better they are. I guess they're quite a bit better, huh? Nice. So that was a bit greedy. Oh shit, he's got double Astrodome. And he lasered my guy. Not ideal. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Obviously, it doesn't matter because he's just got double Ashwood, and we're going to get smashed here. But normally, I would agree with that a lot of the time. We're going to pick up a 1060 here. I definitely think it's going to be better than this Lady of the Lake. It just has more butt. We'll grab the chicken. We're still not interested in the wombat, I think. Court Wizard, not ideal. Monster Book, not ideal. Why are you like this game? Hate this game. Where are you when I actually, like, want you, instead of when I don't at all? The time when I don't want you at all is right now, specifically. You know what? Fuck you, Lordy. You suck. Yeah, we're gonna roll... Alright, we're gonna lock this. We're gonna use this here to free up the spell slot. So we have 1, 2, 3 pairs now of 6s that are gonna be pretty decent. If we don't actually find an Ashwood or a triple to make the round table or something, we're going to be in a pretty tough spot. Because we're not really very strong here. We're like medium strong at best. Even with the big tree, we're not going to be that strong. Basically, we just don't have enough attack. Yeah, why does everybody have the Ashwood set up already? Like, what the hell? No wonder why we can't find any. Are we going to be big enough to be able to kill him here? Probably not, right? This might actually do some work. I can kill here. Alright, alright. We're definitely not big enough to be able to actually kill them, but, you know. Oh, good. He stole a unit. Awesome. That was exactly what we wanted. Oh, good. We didn't have enough attack to clear that. Perfect. Nice. We'll take that and roll, I guess. Okay, we found an Ashwood. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but I actually have to take it now and can't lock it because we're too weak to wait, right? Ideally, we would lock it and then like have it be a 40, but we're not strong enough for that. So we're gonna do something like this. Can we replace this unit with something less shit, and this one as well, is a question. We would have to sell one of our tier 6 triples. I think this pair is too good to... And the only tree that we would be able to really put in is like a happy little tree. Yeah, one of the tree players has to die in order for the trees to be freed up. And I found one, which is nice, but... Assuming that we live, which is going to be tricky here, then we actually have a chance of getting a triple. If we're able to hit this before we do that, so that he doesn't get the maximum amount of buff, that would be nice, but I mean, this is fine too. I think we're going to be okay. Ideally, we don't want this to free kill the Ashwood. We want this to 1-for-1 with one of his units. That's fine. Okay, we're good here. So we live. We don't actually kill him, though, right? Oh, no, we do, exactly. Okay, okay, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, what is this going to give us that we care about? Nothing? Wait. Ambrosia. Yeah, you're right. Tree of Life, Hand of Midas. Tree of Life is not good. Hand of Midas is fine, but the staff is probably just better. It's like effectively the same thing. Do we need the treasure more than we need the upgraded unit, right? Like, the treasure's more important, isn't it? Unfortunate. We found a tier 6. We're going to take it, but I think we're going to die here. We're not quite strong enough to deal with this, I think. Ah, he has round table trees. Okay, we're done. We got second. That's fine. Yeah, we buffed another Lordy. Great. We'll take second, though. I mean, we had a lot of pairs, and we really didn't piece anything together, so... yeah, that's fine. We're good game. I mean, I'll let it run out, but... what hero was that? That was Mad Catter. Yeah, I mean, in that instance, we didn't really get to leverage this much. Yeah, I absolutely agree. That looked like a second game for sure. Or, sorry, fourth game for sure. So us being able to squeeze out the Tiger and then dodge the Loki for a couple turns was nice. I mean, our treasures are not awesome. Like, this is a 2, this is a 3. Like, this 5 we just put in. And we replaced a 2, right? The only way that this is good in this instance is if you can hit an Ashwood early and you lock it, because it just, like, massively improves the power. These getting toughness is nice, but, like, it just doesn't matter, right? So, alright, that's alright. I'll take it. I'm going running it back. Okay, so we just did a Mad Catter. I think we're going to play a Merlin, though. Yeah. If we would have gotten to be able to do tree stuff, like, if we could have locked for more than one turn, the piggy bank with the wild growth is actually pretty sick, because then you have the option of, like, really moving in. And even locking twice, not on Tiger, is still incredibly strong. Cannon Fod, hey, appreciate the raid. How was your stream? Welcome, welcome. So this is a pretty good start. Decent mix of heroes. No skip or pan, so we don't have to worry about anything too early. Do we take the cut purse over the Mim? I don't think so, weirdly. I think it's just this. And then we look for something awesome this turn. I mean, that's not so bad. I think I'm down, even offline, I'm still down like 100 points for where I was at when I ended stream yesterday, so... Yeah, if I roll into an Ashwood a little bit earlier, I can dump a full turn into it, and then I just get to keep all my gold, and then it's just much better. It just happened that every time that we hit a tree, it was when we were just empty on money, you know. Here's an interesting question. Do I want this Cinderella before or after I cast this for the buff? We can guarantee that Mad Mim gets the buff. Or we can maybe get it on the Cinderella, but then get the trigger. I think it's probably right to do this. So it would end up going there anyway, which is nice. I'd rather buff up the Mim than the Cinderella. Makes it less vulnerable to attack from dragons or whatever. Yeah, I think before is correct. Looking to get the treasure. Like, ideally, we want to be doing this shit anyway. We're going to be casting spells, and hitting the treasure sooner rather than later is going to be nice. So these are not the best units. I think we're going to do... Since we have the Mad Mim already, we're just going to do double Unicorn, cast this, and then roll. If we would have rolled into an actual... a pair, I probably would lock this, but the Black Cat is not super necessary on Merlin. Our units are going to be plenty big anyway. And the free roll doesn't matter as much. We can just wait for a shot at a tier 3 shop. The tier 3 treasures on Merlin are certainly a lot better. I don't know if you've ever gotten a chance to play Hatball on Merlin, but it is pretty nice. Not a high chance that we get it, but if you don't pick up tier 3 units, you're never going to have a shot at it. So we should do quite well here. Looks like he got that naturally, which is interesting because it makes him quite a bit weaker there. But I mean, Adventure is awesome and Cat's Call is awesome. I'm actually thinking that I will buy the Adventurer, cast the Cat's Call, and then lock the Unicorn and just get it next turn. Because I think buying the Unicorn actually makes us weaker here. And we would really rather try and shoot for Adventurer triggering sooner than later. And the Madman with this is going to be okay anyway. Yeah, I like that. I think this is okay. Yeah, I mean, Knighting Fanny isn't a terrible plan if you have something that it's actually supporting. If it's just a raw unit, it's just a 4/4, which is dog shit, right? Like any random unit is going to be even Cinderella is going to be a 4/4. The only units on tier 2 that I am actually looking forward to. Oh shit, that's not good. The only tier 4 units that I would be looking to actually hit are like Happy Little Tree or the yeah, I don't think we can actually kill this. We just don't have enough butt. Happy Little Tree or the Familiar. And I would lean more towards the Happy Little Tree than the Familiar almost always. Because I think it's just a better unit. What do we do here? Let's start by picking this up. We don't have a lot of units. The Jumping Bean is okay with the Adventurer, but I think Fairy Tale is just going to be correct. And then I'd like to... Oh man, Crafty is okay too. I want to trigger this Cinderella this turn, so I want to roll, but I think picking up the Crafty is fine too. Being a 5/5 is pretty good. I mean, even Good Witch of the North is okay on this board. Polywoggle is okay. I have also been feeling like the Familiar is kind of overrated. I have been taking it, obviously, if I see it, I think, but I have found that even under perfect scenario, like, unless you get Hatball, you are only going to be casting, like, okay, let's think about your average game length in this is like 13 turns or so, and that is assuming that you've cast a spell every single turn. So the Wizard's Familiar ends up being roughly a like a 26/26, which is fine. You know, it's not a bad unit. It scales up a little bit over time, but I think Happy Little Tree is just better by a lot. Yeah, the Queen of Hearts. I think it was a True Love's Kiss on a tree because it had so much butt. This is not ideal. I don't mind Juliet if I grab a... Well, let's do this. We're going to start with this, and we'll figure out where we're going from here. I think we'll take Hermes Boots. Yeah, Happy Little Tree, you get the Creeper, or you get, you get something else that can buff it depending upon, maybe you just pick up a Mad Bim or something along those lines. I think I'm going to grab Juliet, and then maybe we just pick this up rather than rolling. Yeah, and then we can just sell this next turn, potentially. These units are not awesome, but I'd rather not just waste the gold, and just having raw stats from the Fairy Tale is okay. Not slaying there is really awkward, given that we slay with almost every unit, or we slay on almost every unit there, and him having Cat's Call here is fucking annoying. So we're not going to be able to beat this because he has Cat's Call specifically. I think this should be moved as a spell. I don't know if it just needs to cost a little bit more or needs to move maybe to like tier 4 or something, but it is too many stats if you have early supports, which makes Mad Mim like the ideal thing to be doing at any given point. We'll take Fairy Godmother. I'm going to get rid of this. And then I think we're going to cast a Healing Potion. And then roll. Yeah, Cat's Call is super dumb. We could True Love's Kiss this and do a 3. Are there any 3s that are more important than just having this shitter unicorn? Or should we just try for a 5 with this Juliet? Yeah, I think both of those are respectable. Like, it being 2 on tier 4 could be fine. Could be Mummy. This could be Baby Bear is good with this. Yeah, alright, Baby Bear. Fair enough. We'll put the better unicorn in the back, I think, now that we have this going on. That was a pretty good hit, actually. Certainly better than Juliet with no Romeo, since she's just a vanilla idiot. I don't hate where we're at here. Again, hitting one of the worst units. Stupid adventurer. Losing that before our Baby Bear dies fully kind of sucks, but... we did get to win combat and get a pig, so it ended up working out okay. We'll take the Crafty because he's cheap. But I don't love him here. We're going to roll again. We'll take a turkey. This may just be better here, even though we lose the extra health buff in the back. We don't necessarily need it, and I think I would rather just have the extra raw stats from this. Another Godmother, huh? Is there a way for me to sneak this in right now? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I mean, we are ahead of everybody a little bit, right? We're already on 4, or sorry, we're already on 5, but it's only slayed like once. I guess we also took a Turkish Delight. It slayed like one time. It was the first round that I bought it. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most ideal unit ever, but we already have the Baby Bear, and we really don't have a whole lot else going on. So I think I want to pick it up, but it very well could be incorrect. Like, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Losing the extra stats on this kind of sucks, and all of these crafties are just going to die for free. This could be going better. Maybe we'll get a chance to slay again. Seems unlikely at this rate, but you never know. Yeah. See, I never get Court Wizard games like this. Every time that I play Court Wizard, what happens is my opponent instantly mummies me, and then they die. Or they'll fireball me, and then my Court Wizard dies, and then nothing happens. So I guess I can take a mummy here. We'll take the Godmother, and camp is on 4. I'm not really worried about that then. I guess we'll just do this. I don't even know. This isn't even that good. I'm not sure. Guess we can put this in the front. It's just like a better unit than these. Nah, we'll leave it like this. This is unnecessary, and then we'll just find something on 5. Like we could switch into having the Hermes boots is really nice with Mummy, but we could switch into good units pretty easily, or we could just get out of them. Like we're not fully locked into them, but we can still move in if we want. I don't mind the apple tree here, but it's definitely not worth a lock. Yeah, it could even be last, because it's the only unit that has attack, right? Like, we need this to have the most health, and then just to try and, like, get in and actually finish it. Unfortunately, we don't have something like a Lancelot to actually be that unit. We just have like these shitty Crafty and Madman pairs. The only reason I'm keeping these tier 2 pairs around is because I want to try and get Runestones if we can. We killed a unit with that. It's probably fine. This unit's going to be problematic. Maybe. No, it's definitely going to be problematic because it's going to get buffed with this. Stop stealing my man. I don't know if we can... So this hit needs to hit over here. Yeah, I don't know if we can win this. Yeah, fuck. Fuck me. Alright, we can pick up another baby bear, I guess. We can crock it. We'll just roll for now. I mean, alright. Good buoys. It is a free round, yeah, because he's already dead. We could give up on a pair to pick up the stone skin on our good boy. I really hate giving good boy health, because he never seems to die, and then the amount of games that I've lost where all of my units die except for good boy, and then it gets back around to good boy attacking, and then he's alone, and then he attacks and dies. It has happened at least a couple times in my life, and it feels really terrible each time. So that happening is less than ideal. I think we can just do something like this, because these are going to have enough attack then, even without this. And then, yeah, it's probably a throw. I'd rather get attack on him than health. He's going to have plenty of health anyway. Ideally, next turn I'm probably going to take the mummy out, because basically everybody's going to be on 6. Yeah, like, here it would have been fine, but there's definitely spots where it would have been incorrect. So I'm not really sure. It's probably pretty close. Like, if somebody said that they do that 100% of the time, I wouldn't fault them for it, for sure. Especially because it gives us the chance of Merlin buffing him, too. Yeah, there's times when plus 100 on the good boy just feels really bad, because he just sits there and he dies, and you have nothing. Yeah, but with the Fairy Godmother, I think it's okay. Now, Bearstein is probably worth taking. Awkwardly, Mummy is probably still good against Pup, but I think we're at the point where we can just do something like this, and we'll be okay. So let's roll. I mean... Like, if they want me to play this, I guess we'll play it. Let's get out of one of these pairs. Something like this. I don't think we want the 3 big pigs. So, Lordy! Lordy! Do we want the 3 big pigs, is a question. Maybe the pigs are pretty good, too. So I can just, like, do away with the Fairy Godmother. I can put the pigs in the back. Or I could put this in the back. Put the pigs up here. Yeah. Alright, fine. I don't know if I like that being in the front. Maybe we do it like this. Because then, like, I don't actually care if this gets an extra buff. And we don't really need the extra health from this anymore. Lancelot is a consideration. I just don't have anywhere to put him. If I had somewhere to actually put him, that would be different, but dude, this guy is so strong. Holy shit. Good thing we took out Mummy. It would have been done actual fuck all. Like, almost worse than fuck all, because it just would have died and had been, like, -1 unit. That was unfortunate. Are we even going to be fine here? No. If we hit there, we can draw. Jesus. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. This isn't good here, right? Because it would hit one of these bears. I think I can do this, right? We could knighthood either the Bearstein or the Good Boy. Or we could croc the Good Boy. Or we could knight it and then croc it next turn. All of those are reasonable options. I don't mind knighting it and then crocking it and then just like having it come out as a just huge unit. It's pretty spicy. Alright, fuck it. For the memes. Knight the croc. I would if that actually did something more than just the normal unit. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I assume that it goes away. We could try it for science. It's only 1 gold. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. We can't do both, right? Because this is... we don't have a ball. My assumption is that it would lose it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I've decided that I'm okay with that, so we're doing it. Like, it might have been correct to just, like, knighthood a bear and then just be bears, but whatever. We really need this to die before our Bearsteins here, and I don't think they're going to. Oh, maybe they will if we kill this. Okay. Alright. No, kill the Medusa. Oh no, the Medusa's gonna hit a pig. Okay, we're okay. Oh no, that's not great, because... our... Okay, we're fine. All he's got is a 0-18. No big deal. Yeah, he had a lot of pigs. See, this is why we can't have anything nice, okay? Easy game. Okay. Pigging it up. I want something else here. Ooh, another knighthood. We could knighthood a Bearstein. That sounds awesome. It's got to be good, right? We could also Lady of the Lake, like in the back. We could switch this out and Lady of the Lake here. We could put Cupid as well. Go for Nian. Go for the Nian treasure. Buying one of these units. We're locking this and buying one of these units. And then I'm going to knighthood one of these Bearsteins. Treasures are overrated. So the question is, do we need the Cupid to beat the pup here? Probably. Given that the pup was big-ass trees. So we do it like this, and we put this in the front now. Cupid is good against big-ass trees. And this gets to attack first, so we almost certainly get the good boy in. It won't be. Here's the fun fact about that, is that his trees are going to be fucking huge, so this good boy is going to come in, be awesome, right? And then his big-ass trees are going to fucking dunk it. Now, 100% of the time we're going to attack this fucking apple tree, though. And it's going to be really sad, but, you know, what are you going to do, right? Kelsier, appreciate it. Alright, so that worked. This Cupid is just going to delete a tree in the back, which is nice. And we're plenty big enough now. See how easy that good boy was? It was only a 33-33. It's not that big. It's like reasonably large, though. This Cupid is never going to attack, by the way. Yeah, didn't attack even once. 10 out of 10. 3 easy, 5 me, for sure. Oh, yeah, with a Lady of the Lake. That's probably true. It just, like, would have way extra health then. Alright, fuck it. We're doing it. We didn't come here not to, like, maximize our Captain Croc bullshit, so we're doing it. I appreciate that, like, every time we've cast a spell, it's buffed the Croc here, too. Like, we haven't even cast so many spells since Croc, and it's just like, make me bigger! Alright, so this is our board. Hopefully this is good enough. I don't know what Mrs. Claus ended up going into. We have 0 treasures, basically, because this, like, doesn't have any words. This is our only one, right? I am pretty hedged against a random scam, because our guys are just so big in the back. Was Mrs. Claus on the evil, like the pumpkins, or was that the Sharon? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah. I wonder if we're supposed to just, like, have the unicorn in. It's certainly not correct, but, like... Oh, is this the infinite pigs? Evil infinite pig claws. Okay. I mean, Mega Big Good Boy is probably good versus that, unless this gets Medusa. So we're just going to cross our fingers that we don't get Medusa dunked, because that would be really sad. No, why everybody have Apple Tree? That sucks. Oh, nice. That's good for us. Alright. I mean, some people tech Medusas, but the Apple Trees are usually worse against Good Boys, right? Not even sure if the Bearsteins are good enough, but, like, they're not that bad, right? Yeah, I guess if I'm not playing against Endo, I don't really need to worry that much about, like, some random, like, Medusa, Cupid-only comp, right? I think we can be fine against this. That's true. They do keep your HP pool high. Alright, alright. We're gonna need to... We're gonna need to be a little bit stronger for next turn, I think. This is not gonna kill them in one hit. But that was pretty good. Now they might tech Medusas. We can tech our own Medusas. Counter tech. It's 2 layers of tech. We could do this, because then it makes the big pig get the good boy buff. The pigs don't get the buff, but this guy does, which I think is what's more important. I think it's fine. Yeah, I wish that they were the ones inside were also good, but I think this is good enough. Yeah, I don't think I really care if the ones inside are already going to be big from the Bearstein. I just want him to get the extra 100 from the good boy. So what are we actually looking for? Like another good boy or something? Oh, we could pivot into trees. That's fine. I'll lock for a Pigmorph. If we pig his Croc, like, we win. If he pigs our Croc, he wins, which is not ideal. I mean, he doesn't even guarantee to win, right? Because we still have the Bearstein stuff. And we can still scam with Cupid. Like, that's always an option. Like, our fail case is that we just get to scam him up, which is not too bad. I should have been Dwarves. You're right. I had a Lordy, and it was pretty early. So he got a Bear, which is pretty good, but we still need to avoid this Apple Tree. Perfect. Alright, we should be fine here. Especially since we made this good, we get another chunk of health. So, we're pretty big here. The pumpkin could scam, but it seems unlikely that it's going to be able to get us at this point. Perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. So we got the maximum amount of buffs, too. I don't know. I mean, he clearly didn't buy... No, he probably did just buy straight 5 of them. I mean, what madman buys 5 pigs without a Bearstein of some sort, right? Oh, that's true. I mean, unupgraded pumpkin can summon a bunch of rotten apple trees, but he doesn't really have any treasures that give a shit about that, right? So there's just no way that they can beat Cupid. Yeah. That's sort of what it comes down to, so... Not sad. This one. This one. No, I'm a monster. No! Okay, we did it. We're not an asshole. Alright. Plus 46. That's a good Merlin game. I liked that. A little weird on the treasures, but, yeah. I'm going to work on making that bigger. I was given the suggestion to, like, zoom in on his head a bit more instead of having the full body, and I think it's a pretty good idea. Because we can definitely would be able to see it a lot better in the Twitch because it's so damn small. Nice. I like it. I love it. Alright, so 5-6 here. Moving back up. We're certainly way ahead of where we started. It's pretty good games in a row. We'll go ahead and run another one. Yeah, so I've sort of added all of the the in-game ones. I don't know if they're all in here yet. I haven't assigned one of them. Yeah, right. +4 on my normal. Woo! That was a heavy lobby. Yeah, 2828 is really small. I did find a way to get access to like the full res pictures of them. So like I have the big ones that are 1024. So I can scale them down pretty well. It just sort of depends on like what ends up being big enough in the 28x28 to actually see properly. Because like I have all of these. And they look okay. Like the Sad Owl you can see pretty well. And you can get the gist of them, but I think they would be better if they were even a little bit bigger as far as some of the features. And I might up the contrast a little bit on them and just try that. I mean, a lot of people really like the Curse King. I kind of hate him. I kind of hate Sadrak too, though. Maybe we can high roll with Sadrak. How high rolly are we feeling? Pretty high rolly? Sure. We gain enough MMR, I can afford to lose some, right? Alright, Sadrak, give me your secrets. Yeah, I probably should have just taken Jack's Giant. Yeah, Curse the King, like, I get that he's good, and I've definitely had games where, you know, the extra gold is just super important, has been really awesome for me. But I've also had plenty of games where it's just, like, super dog shit, and I've hated every second playing it. Where it feels like all you're doing is bleeding health to just be weaker than everybody else, and you're like, I could be playing any other hero and being the same, except at least I haven't dealt myself 10 damage this game. That was really good for us. Getting the early slay to get some extra attack on the Sure Shot is nice. That could be too. That could be true. We could pick up the Lonely Prince and Magic Research. We could pick up Fanny. I wonder if it's pick up Fanny, lock for Crafty. Something like this. Because, like, if we find another Sure Shot, this is pretty good, and I don't mind Crafty either. It's interesting. I could be wrong. So, basically, the way that you play Sadrak, if you don't see Shadow Assassins, either early or ever, is you just play like a normal hero where your units in the front just have, like, a little bit of extra attack. Given this board, I guess we buy these two. I don't mind the Sure Shot pair. However, I don't think it's worth locking given that the extra value that you can get out of, you know, looking for Shadow Assassins. I mean, obviously Shadow Assassins are awesome. So not having them does kind of blow. So I think I'm going to pass on the Sure Shot pair, even though I do like it. I mean, one of the best treasures on Sadrak is the bounty board, so I would ideally like to get that if we can. But I think I'd rather wait and just sort of pick up some 2s next turn. So this is great. We get 2 slays. Our ranger is looking pretty nice. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. It's so easy. What is it like being me? Do we just take the Mad Mim too to make sure that we're actually getting our slays? We could rearrange it something like this that has 6. Or we could leave it like this so that it has... Yeah, it's gotta be good, right? Because like a 10-2 is almost certainly going to slay, and the 12-3 is definitely going to be able to slay. We'll re-roll. This Wormroot is probably worth taking, actually. I don't know if it's worth locking, but it's definitely worth picking up. Like, getting +3/+3 on the Shadow Assassin is actually super good. Because one of the biggest problems that you have early is that your Shadow Assassin gets sniped by a fucking stiff breeze, and then you don't get any of the slay equity. So it's going to seem weird, but I am absolutely going to do this. I think it's an easier choice than I was probably even making it out to be. The rest of the shop does suck. I don't even think it matters. Unfortunately, we didn't break that, but yeah. I think I'm going to do this. Like, this being a 6 ranged, even without any slays, is already enough to basically win combat this early. And then we can roll into... Like, Brave Princess is fine. Because then we get to rearrange these a little bit. And I don't really care that much about these dwarves, but they're fine. We can lead on this. If it gets double slay, that's even better. And because the Mim is 0 attack, this will hit right away. So, like, if this Brave Princess actually slays, like, we're getting pretty close to, like, a 10 ranged unit. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Like, we're almost strong enough that we can put him in the front. If we find another one, I might consider that. Like, no cap. It's pretty good. Like, this is the equivalent of hitting 3 slays, which is literally like a full turn of slays, basically, for an early Sad Drac. Like, it's insane to me that monsters get +3/+3, and, like, literally every other tribe gets fuck all, basically. So he's very strong. So this is going to hit here. We could shoot this. Or this. It wouldn't have mattered. Loki's pretty strong because he's got the Wish Upon a Star here early, too. These are not good. We're going to roll. Adventure is okay, but not really what we're looking for here. I think we'll roll again. Kind of the same problem here. Though Cat's Call is interesting because you can get some extra slays off the Madman with it. It's interesting. I think I'll actually take it. These are bad. Pig is okay, but the rest of it's pretty bad. Some pretty shitty shops, all things considered. Even though we have the early Shadow Assassin, our shops have been quite disappointing. I may consider leading on the Sure Shot against Zilhua to make sure that we get a slay to make this a little bit bigger. I don't know. The double slay is so good if we get it. It's 2 procs. Was there one with a targeted spell? I didn't think that there was a targeted spell with it. But I could have seen it. That's certainly possible. Oh, was there Luna's Grace? Ah, shit. Well, that's my bad. I would have taken that. That would have been good. Fuck this tree. Man. Ugh. Can't believe it. Yeah, potentially. Like, this is the only fucking thing that I don't get to slay there. Like, how does everybody have double fucking stag, mega happy little tree? Like, I just don't get it. What the fuck are these boards? Like, 2 stags that both get to attack is just absurd to me. Alright, we're gonna take this, and... are we strong enough for the turkey? Getting to Baba is really important. And what are we going to be able to get if we roll? Not much. Like, we could potentially replace the Fanny with another Shadow Assassin, or... yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it. Like, getting Baba to replace Mad Mim is like a massive upgrade. And finding Lancelot is also pretty decent. These units are fine, but I literally haven't gotten a slay in a couple of rounds, which is not ideal. Mermaid is I guess, pretty good on this to scale the Shadow Assassins, but I don't find it to be that good of a unit until you have something other. But yeah, give me some Slay. I want... This fucking thing is going to hit that goddamn Happy Little Tree again for sure. Third round in a row, Happy Little Tree. Let's go. Holy shit, if it attacks, it gets to Slay for sure? What is happening? And then this dies. Like, all of our units are dead already. Fair enough. True. Lightning Dragon with that is okay. That's going to go there. So we win? Oh my god, we won combat? What is it like? What is it like? And we found a Shadow Assassin? Alright, we're turning it around. I don't want this. Yeah, 11-11 is, like, so good. We'll pick this up. We're finding what I would define as fuck and all. The Merlin's Test might be good. We could slap it on the, like this or this. Just pay 3 for it, though. Getting +3/+3 is a lot, though. I mean, I could win versus Avella, but you're right, I probably don't. The only reason that I would target the Brave Princess, right? Because if we don't win, then we get more likely to get the double slay. So then it would be worth 4/4 if we actually slay with this. Alright, we're doing it. I decided. Unilateral decision because I'm the one with the mouse, but, you know. Ah. Excellent. Okay. So, we shoot that. Okay. That was not the best, but we can still win this, right? We can't still win it. Unfortunately, our opponent earthquaked and killed our whole board, which is not ideal, obviously. That was a bit of a nightmare. Siren is okay. So Waddle's dead. I think I roll. Yeah, Ghost, let me slay this thing and then I'll be fine. Do we take the blessing here? Is a, actual reasonable question. Yeah. It gives us more likely to hit this, and yeah, I'm doing it. I don't think rolling into anything, the best that we're going to hit is another Shadow Assassin to triple him up, but I think this is fine. I don't know which one of these is correct. If I want the double slay versus having this in third. Is this strong enough to live? And is it strong enough to even slay at all? Because getting the double proc is going to be better than a single, for sure. But this is so unlikely then to shoot at all. Maybe it's got to be like this. We just need to rely on this to actually hit it so that we can get, I don't know, some fucking thing going. We're scaling really shitty units in the back here. What the fuck is this? What? What is this? What is happening? How did this dude die? Was it all the 50 Medusas? That had to be it, right? All of the 50,000 Medusas are just dunking his whole world here. Wait, so that it's here. We really have to hit this? Okay. So we don't take damage against the guy who's already fucking dead. But this dude didn't slay. We got one slay out of that. Okay. Oh, that could be. Maybe he died. Ooh, yeah, that's possible. Alright, so we need a Baba here. Okay, so we got a Baba. I'm kind of over this. I want this to slay twice and just fill up the board. It's possible you need Baba with the Lightning Dragon to just like get more procs on these. Grimsoul is pretty shit on Sadrak, to be honest. It's like okay, but it's really not. Yeah, it's like a shitty Arthur. Yeah, it's probably better than the Sure Shot. Ugh. I hate it so much. It's probably better than this though. All right, well we're gonna assume that we're gonna kill him here, because we're very strong. I guess I don't really need Baba to be there. It could do like something like this. Though this is less likely to slay now because it only has 7. Okay, hit this. This right here. Nice. Yeah, Brave Princess sucks so bad. Alright, this needs to hit like this or this. That was not exactly ideal, but it's fine. Our Baba dying early to the stupid sarcophagus kind of sucks ass, though. So that's good. If we shoot this a couple times... that was not it, but... You know, I didn't want to kill him anyway. Alright, we got it. We did it. We got the Brave Princess trigger. We're going to take Treasure Map. We want a tier 5. Tier 5 treasure would be ideal. So that means we need to look for our Shadow Assassin triple, basically. This is not actually that bad, but I'm just going to roll. Lancelot for a tier 7 treasure. Are there even any good tier 7 treasures for fucking Sadrak? I mean, this unit's, like, actually hot trash, right? Phoenix Feather? Yeah, Phoenix Feather can be pretty good. God, it does feel really late for Lance. But, like, if not Lance, then what? Motherfucker. Did they really not rearrange? Are you kidding me? Shit fucking game, dude. Holy fuck. Like, this not being in the front is actually AIDS. Are we gonna die because of that? Fucking A. Like, that is a huge problem. This not moving when you move it because it does some fucking effect is the dumbest thing. Ugh. Like, this wasn't in either. Like, this was out on my board. Holy shit, that's stupid. Good game. This doesn't pump this enough to be worth it. Yeah, the Devour, where it's just like sitting there jerking off the whole time. Nope. This gives this +3. That's not enough, right? It's close, but not quite enough. Alright, fine. Poison Apple against Loki. I suppose it's probably correct to cast. If not ideal. This dragon is basically useless now as well. That really bugs me. Like, this absolutely should have been in front of the Baba Yaga. It is possible that this would have triggered last turn with the Grim Souls too. Sucks. Like, I wouldn't mind the animations if, like, the shop wasn't also fucking laggy, too. But, like, the shop is extremely laggy a lot of times, and they haven't exactly fixed it yet. Which kind of sucks. We might be okay. This Grimsoul is pretty bad. Yeah, we're fine here, but not by much. But we do get a tier 5. Okay, so we have a chance. So we'll take Oni King and then Doom Roll for a Medusa. Nah, Lancelot's fine. We really need Medusa, though. I think this is not going to do much. I will take the Grimsoul upgrade. And I guess get rid of the Nian. Or do we get rid of the Dragon? That mean we put Nian in. So it looks something like this, and then the Oni King here. You can even put it like this. Or this. Yeah, the tier 5 treasures are also just like really important. None of these are that exciting. They don't actually help us in combat here either. We could just kidnap. Siren up here. No, I think Siren in the back is still right. Unfortunately, our Harvest Moon is going to be really shit here because our opponent got to attack first. So he's going to get pretty big here on one of his units. Not ideal attacks there. Though we do end up winning anyway. Harvest Moon is pretty good. Now we really are looking for Medusas. More than any other unit in the game. Like, this is good, but I just don't care. If it's not Medusa, it's not interesting to me. Is basically my conclusion at this point. This is interesting. More so than the good boy, anyway. I lied. Not every unit is the same. This is good, because it makes the Oni King better. So... I think it's something like this. It could be something like this, though. Like, this getting a lot of extra slay is pretty nice. But not being a monster is really awkward. I think it's like this. It could also be like this, though. It just depends. I don't know what Ivella has, so I can't know for certain that the Siren in the front is actually going to be enough to kill anything. And then this getting... Yeah, the double attack is really important, because this already gets the double attack. Though it could have been that these two should have switched. Like, we don't maybe necessarily need the double slay here. Him getting to attack twice... Or sorry, him getting to attack first really sucks there, because we could have, like, fucked up his whole front line before he got to do anything. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, too. So this is going to get to attack twice. Okay. And then this should be able to steal something. Should be able to steal two things, right? Hit here. I mean, I guess it's fine. That dying kind of sucks, but we should do plenty well here. And this getting a lot of attack is really nice. Like, the more slays that it gets, the stronger that we're going to be later, basically. Yeah, animals are always basically a trap. We'll take Baba Yaga. I still would like another Medusa, though. But the Baba Yaga triple is pretty nice, if we can find it. Another Siren is not exactly it. We could kiss the Nian, but I don't know... I don't really know if there's any 6 that I care about. Where if I rolled and hit a Medusa, I would just sell 2 to buy it. Yeah, so we didn't really find it. I found that the double Medusa, or the double Cupid really doesn't always work out. It's like if you run into somebody who just has a bunch of ranged units, it just doesn't do anything. Kind of sucks. If he's trees and he just like fully got it, then yeah, it would have been awesome, but... is this better than any of the units that we're running? Possibly better than this. But I don't really want to switch this into that spot, so yeah, so that was better. So, oh, he is fully trees. Yeah, then the scam would have been awesome, the double Cupid. Maybe we should just grabbed it because it is awesome here, right? I guess it's not really going to matter. We should be plenty big enough without it, right? Yeah. We just don't... I just don't think we need it. The Medusa's fine because it gets the buff from the Oni King, too. So she's still animals, so we should... Yeah, he's dead, it doesn't matter. We should be fine here. Alright, we'll pick up the Medusa. We might be able to backline our Shadow Assassin now, though it getting the double is pretty good. We'll roll. I'd like to hit this, if we can. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to, probably. Oh, I lied. These are not exactly the ideal ones. Ugly is pretty good because it buffs the Baba Yaga. Mittens is useless. So I guess it's Helm of the Ugly Gosling. Yeah, Helm's pretty good here. Because it makes this, like, live through most bullshit. The only thing that can kill him in the backline now is... it's whatever the stupid... the laser. The one that deals 30. But that's going to fuck up our whole backline or our whole front line outside of the Shadow Assassin anyway. If he's still animals, we should be able to win very easily with the double Medusa. Them not having health is risky if they get attacked, but like our worst case is that we only get to attack with one of them, and then this just like cleans up the rest. Yeah, true. I mean, I like it. You know, it could be this. Like this might be right. Like we don't need this to double slay, but these would be better with it. And then this gets to attack before the Baba Yaga. I don't even know. It doesn't really matter that much. He got the first attack again, which is really fucking annoying. Like, what? These were the attacks? Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. I could have, like, hit into either of those, and it would have been just, like, better by a million billion %. Yeah. So this is actually fine for us because of how awkward like his positioning is on some of these. Like the Crocs are really awkward for him. Because the Crocs end up delaying his attacks for ones that are really shitty. So then the Shadow Assassin just gets to tank forever. That's a good game. Didn't really have many treasures except for the ones that mattered. Like, this is the only one that really matters, right? Dude, 44 points? We're doing it. +2 on what we should be getting. I'm basically a savage. Like... Oh, man. Alright, we gotta stop playing now, because we hit 4,500, so that's what the stream title said or something. Oh, good night, man. Yeah, thanks for the raid again, and then we'll see you again next time. Yeah, bounty board is really what you want to get early. We just didn't really hit treasures early. Yeah, dude, we just take this and we're like, we're done. Peace. I'll see you next season. We're gonna go level up an alt account so that I can play in the tournament 2 times. The scrubby strategy. We're gonna be in the tournament 4 times, 5 times, whatever. Fuck it, we'll get in there for sure. Yeah, like, so there's 2 things that can happen when you queue this late at night, right? Either the lobby's really soft, and you get. Oh really? I mean, what if I helped a friend level up their account so that they could play? I don't know what the rules are for that. You know, what if I coached a friend to, you know, to get their account up so that they're in the top 300? Like, hate this guy. Every time I take him... Okay, so the last time I took him maybe an hour before stream, and I found 0, actual 0 Grim Souls the entire time. Dude, yeah. I'm more partial to the Lemon Party. So, you know, if you're tired of the devs' sour lies about not being able to queue more than once, you know, check it out. lemonparty.org. Do it. We're going to take Sir Galahad. I actually like him quite a bit. We're probably gonna downrate skip a little bit in my tier list. I've just, with the way that people turbo EXP now, it just feels so shit. Yes, you absolutely can. See, Vera knows what I'm talking about. This is an insane start. Like, what the hell? Holy shit, I would take this on any treasure hero, like, every single day, 1,000 times. This is awesome. Like, do you even take the Frog Prince before you roll? Because you're obviously going to hit Shrink at this rate. Yeah, right? If everybody's being greedy, then, you know, then you don't get anybody pushed out, and then all of a sudden you... Oh my god, we even won combat with that? Ooh, this is going to be a good game. Yeah, I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to take this. Holy shit. Like, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo is probably... Is this better than Shrink off of the random spell? It might be. Yeah, we're Loki now. What the hell? Dude, we're turbo Loki because this already has 2 counters on it. Like, Loki, eat your heart out. It's better than this bot for sure. I wonder if Shrink is better, you know, than that. Yeah, I don't really care about the mouse. That's true. I don't mind the mouse on this hero, like, but that's true. Yeah, I mean, here certainly Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo is better. I'm just more talking broad scope in general. Do you think that Shrink is better? I mean, a lot of times I think probably, but in this instance, like, not even close. Do I want to take this spell? Like, we're pretty strong. I don't really care about the Wizard's Familiar. I was thinking about just grabbing the chicken and using the spell. But maybe it's better to just economy this turn, buy 2 things, and then just get better units to buff with this. Nah, that's got to be right. I think it's just take these 2. And then on... Like, we don't really need this to happen right away. We just need to make sure everything's getting buffed. Yeah, absolutely. Full board is more important. Full board for sure. I mean, we're super strong too, so like we don't need to force the thing to go off. And we could still be dwarves. I mean, I don't know if you've played Galahad dwarves recently, but they're not bad. You pick up like a couple doublies and you trigger the thing twice, all of a sudden your guys are awesome, like you're going to carry them through the whole world. And it's really not hard to get dwarf doubles when you get the treasure, like, I don't know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, holy shit, this is like awesome, right? Yeah, we'll just take a bunch of 5/5s. We'll roll. What is it like? What is happening? Holy shit. This is what it's like to high roll, I guess. We are going to be so strong. Jeez. Alright, alright. Bunch of 6/6s, no biggie. Like, Galahad is also very good, fun fact, with Royals. Because if you just triple this shit up and then you buy Arthur, your board can get super big really early. Yeah, this has been a good-ass Loki game. Like, Loki wishes he could Candy Rain. He wishes he had shit this good. COD Adventurer. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Adventurer before you proc Cinderella. Oh my god. Yeah, we just turbo to 5 or something. Like, we'll see. We'll see. We got some options for it. I mean, we're definitely gonna pick both of these up, right? Like, this is for sure. Especially on Galahad. We're just gonna keep this chicken too. Do we even care about Romeo? Like, I don't know about you, but I sort of hate Romeo and Juliet like a lot of the time. Do we need to use this, or are we strong enough without it? I wonder if I just roll. I mean, For Glory is fine. I think we just roll first, and then see what we're working with. Like, yeah, we could always dump these rather than going for the pair. Yeah, I think I'll roll again. So, alright. Next turn, we're going to go big. We'll probably pick up the Romeo anyway. Even though I don't love him, we'll pick him up because he's just going to be better than the chicken long term. And then we'll do this, we'll grab this, we'll do the healing potion, and then we'll just double treasure next turn. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, we'll just have this awesome baby dragon, or like a big-ass unicorn or whatever. And then we'll have a decent-sized Romeo. And then if we end up keeping him around, great. If not, he's just going to be bigger than the chicken. Realistically, so I just don't want this value to go to waste for no reason, since we're going to sell the chicken, of course. That was not super great there, baby dragon, but you tried your damnedest. Yeah, we're like a little bit too weak here. Maybe. Yeah, we're a little bit too weak, I think. So this is going to hit here, we'll 3 here, then this is going to just kill it. Okay. Yeah. If we're assuming that we're going to keep the chicken around this turn, then yes, for sure. This also gives us a chance of... I don't think it matters that much. I think it's correct to buy Romeo first. I think the spell is right because... assuming that we don't sell the chicken this turn, the chicken will get more buffs this way. Because it's got the 2 units. I think... These are actually pretty close here. I think it's spinning wheel just because we want to hit a lot of treasures on Galahad, but... Pick up the chicken. We're going to get Lock Chest for sure. Lock Chest, super good. Oh my god, we can do it all? Yeah, fuck you, chicken. Whatever, I don't care. I ain't mad. Yeah, now we can take that. Yeah, fuck it, we'll put all these awesome units in here. We'll just buy something, I guess. Maybe just roll. Sure. Yeah, I should have grabbed the doubly, but I already didn't do that when I played the thing, because I played too fast. Could have had the doubly, though. I don't know if it's going to matter. We're, like, really strong into Royals. Royals or Fairy Godmother is really strong, too, because if you know, this Lock Chest or snag a couple buffs on the Godmother, like... Yeah, like, this is fucking so good here. Get in my life. These are a little out of place, but they're not bad. Let's roll. We could take a Hi-Ho. Nah, we're going to pass on that, too. We could take the Dragon Pair and then just... Oh my god, there's an Arthur here, too. Holy shit. The art style, it's pretty cute, right? It grows on you a bit. It is possible that the Prince Arthur is correct here. But I think we can wait until next turn. Yeah, a Dragon Wheel Lock is what I was thinking, because we don't want to sell out of any of our pairs. And I think we're putting this in over a Unicorn. Like, this unicorn is going to carry the world here for sure. Do I rearrange these a little bit? They're basically the same either way. Like, I could put this in the front, but we really kind of want to get the dragon attack, right? I guess this is still fine. Like, we have decent backline as far as our range units. In a perfect world, we... Yeah, it's just awkward with the dragon. Like, this extra range attack is nice, and it gives an extra court wizard, but, like, it can be fine in the back, too. That's true. The frog is just, like, a thick bitch. This big frog. I think we'll be okay. This frog living at 2. Oh, no! Disaster. Did I not lock? Rip Arthur. Rip Arthur, we hardly knew ye. Sag. Whatever. Moving on. We just wanted the court wizard anyway. Fuck Arthur. We don't got any room for that dumb bitch. Turkey? Turkey's got to be right, like, almost every time here. Polly is probably never going to slay. It will get a buff from the locked chest next turn if we have it in our hand. It'd be like a 3. Man, not having that Arthur does kind of blow. Kind of unfortunate. Does this guy 6 yet? Or 5? Is the Polywoggle worth it? Or do we just roll and try and hit like the dragon or another Sherwood? I think I'll give up on the Polywoggle. Probably should have just taken him, because then we would actually have another unit, but... Ooh. Alright, It sure does, Ginger. It sure does. Because we are getting a treasure. This just says, when you find a treasure, give your characters +2/+1. This is finding a tier 3 treasure, so it's like free buffs. And then this is going to be a buff. Like, our court wizards are going to be awesome next turn. Like, whew. It's going to be nice. I'm excited for it. This locked chest is at its best on specifically Galahad and Celestial Tiger, basically. Because they get, like, extra value out of it. I mean, sniping that was super good, right? Should be able to beat this pretty comfortably, I'd think. Us attacking into that kind of sucks, but... Wow. Man, that combat went terribly. What the hell? That dude shot our whole world. Okay. I actually think that Fancy Pants is right here because it's going to make our court wizard even bigger, which is nice. So now we'll take Fancy Pants, get the extra buff here. Now I think we switch it with maybe Fool's Gold. Reduplicator would be good if this is actually doing something, but right now it's just like a guy. It's one of these two. It's probably Fool's Gold to just like fill out a better... I even like Fool's Gold over Fancy Pants and just like get 5 extra gold. I'm greedy like that though. Maybe the Fancy Pants is just better than the 1 gold. Yeah, I could believe that. Like the +2/+2 for a couple of turns. I could see that that is possible. Is Mummy something that we want to be doing? Probably. Even if it's just for like a turn. Nian's so good though. We could just like pick up Nian and run a dragon. Alright. I'm taking the Mummy. I think you might be right, Vero. We probably don't need it, but I really want to make sure that Celestial Tiger dies because I want him to be sad. Like a little sad. I do have like 100 stats, true. Yeah, the Mummy was probably bad. It should have just been leave the dragon up here and then Nian. But I just wanted to like really smash him, you know? Dude, you never know. Some of the tigers can like get crazy, right? Unexpectedly crazy. 3, 6, 7, 8. Dead. Ooh, not dead. Oh no, dead. Yes. Forgot this double triggers. I can't do math, so, you know. Oh, we found our Arthur. Arthur! I don't think we care about it anymore, right? Maybe we do. These are pretty big. This we're taking for sure. Well, if I was going to take the Arthur, I should have taken that first. So I guess we're not taking it now, and I'm just going to, like, pretend Arthur's not a real card. I don't really think we need another Court Wizard, but I could be convinced that that's not right. Like, double Court Wizard can be really good with a lot of buffs, and then it makes good boy Royals, like even shitty Royals, like really strong. Yeah, true, but I fucked that up, so... Truth. Yeah, I need to get these pairs off the bench. That's true enough. Now this I like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we don't even bother. I think I don't bother. I need to, like, figure something out with these pairs. Romeo pair is pretty good. Holy shit, I gotta do something. Crown of Atlas, Book of Heroes. Oh my god, I regret everything about that. I should have just taken nothing and then not wasted the gold. That was suboptimal. We're going to be fine despite my bad play there, but I did not need to make that decision that turn, for sure. We do get to kill Waddle here with a treasure map, which is nice. This is one of those games where I, like, play badly and then just, like, cannot be punished anyway, so it'll be fine. How big is this guy now? Just like a big-ass dragon. What do we need to do? So this needs to not be in here. For sure. Yeah, Galahad, when he's trucking, he's doing it all right. 2 dragons. Yeah, Piggy Bank is, like, both good and bad a lot of times. There's some spots where it's pretty decent. Yeah, Fancy Pants Lance would be pretty good. I could do that. I could do that. We could Grim Soul him and we could get some counters on him. Let's roll. Now I do like picking up this Romeo pair. This baby dragon is... I'm trying to decide if it's better than this mummy to just, like, keep it around. I think we can mummy for one more turn because we have the Hermes boots. Juliet with the Romeos might be worth taking, right? This might actually be worth taking. Yeah, the dragon to the back line probably would have been better. I was thinking of Mummy attacking the back line, but the dragon would have certainly been better there, so that was an error. You know what? You're right. That was bad. And I saw it after I locked that we were here, and, you know, we already did it, though, so our Court Wizard is just going to dump on everybody. And having Juliet would be strong, in theory. Over the Mummy. That's so awkward. What the hell? What am I doing? Fuck that. We have 1,000 gold. What am I doing? Just find a good boy. This is bad. We're just gonna skip. Yeah, we're just... I mean, I take this because the treasure is worth the buff, but yeah, like, you could just Fancy Pants Good Boy. I mean, we could just Ashwood him, too. Good Boy is probably better than Fancy Pants. Or, sorry, good than this, but I'm gonna take Ashwood because I think, like, trees are just strong typically anyway. I like specking on stuff like this. Dude, I wouldn't trust me. Dude, streamer dumb as hell. I'm gonna put the unicorn in over the mummy. I don't think the mummy's gonna do anything anymore. And we can rearrange it like this, maybe. Because this is gonna get the first attack now. Maybe like this. I want to pick this up, and I'm going to sell the mummy for it. Trust streamer. That seems loose. Look, he sold the mummy. There's 2 mummies in the shop. That would have been an upgraded mummy. Idiot. Big dummy. Hopefully this court wizard is able to, like, farm it up a little bit here. If this wasn't a royal, I would certainly consider putting in Ashwood. It's the mummy that I sold, yeah. I mean, they are too small, but the 20 court wizard, maybe in the back line, the 20/20 would be better. Holy shit, he's huge. Oh no. Oh, he's got the Horn of Olympus. They're all getting plus 1,000. Uh-oh. That's not great. How do we deal with this? Mummy? Mummy would have been really good at dealing with this, huh? Who told me to sell Mummy? What an idiot. What a moron. Who sold Mummy there? I don't know who could have possibly. This gets us pretty close to the Lancelot, actually. Is the Cinderella just, like, not good enough anymore? Probably. It does play well with Ashwood as well, yeah. Here's a good boy. Awkwardly, our unicorn is just like the biggest unit that we have by 1,000,000 miles, which kind of sucks. I need to give up on one of these pairs. I don't know which one, though. Yeah, maybe give up on the Romeos, because we're going to cut them at some point anyway. So we're going to take Good Boy. We are going to put this in. We're going to slot this here. Probably going to move these like this. Maybe move this to the back row. I don't know if this is better or worse in this spot. We're going to roll first here, though. Okay, so that helps. Because then we get to buff that a little bit. Roll, roll, roll. Okay, those all suck. Position-wise, I think this is fine. Yeah, the awkward side grade part is pretty weird. Pretty weird, champ. But we're going to be able to pound our opponent here, I think, because we have the Court Wizard. In theory, right? That's not ideal. Yeah, true. True. I was putting him in the back because he was smaller, but now that he's a little bit bigger, I think it's correct. Did Lancelot trigger? I think he did, right? Nice. Okay, so we're going to take Staff of the Old Toad since we have 1,000 gold. I think we're going to take it over Fancy Pants. And then we're just going to roll. Yeah, so I think now it's something like this. Possibly this. And then this is probably going to be the next cut. And then we might pick up this Cupid too. I want to buff this a little bit if we can, so I'd like to look for treasures. We don't really have anywhere close to getting treasures. Yeah, maybe we can Cupid over Romeo. Like do something like this even. This. I figured out how we're going to get extra treasures. Okay, so we're going to get good boys, and then we're just going to have enough good boys that we can get there. Are we big enough that this Echo Wood is worthwhile yet? I think we need to get another good boy first. Cupid pair. Yeah, I noticed that you were in a bit of an awkward spot where you just weren't quite there. You know, sometimes you get caught out a little bit, and then like I had been this nonsense basically the whole time. So yeah, very good game though. This is typical, you know, good boys just being alive forever, but I think we'll be okay anyway. That's really good for us. So that hits there. This is just fine. Starion, appreciate the follow. Robinwood. Ooh, Robinwood would have been nice because our good boys suck so bad right now. Smart. See, so much smarter than me. Supersonic, appreciate the follow. Oh, yeah, trees. All I want are trees. All this other crap, I don't care. I just love Ashwood. This is my favorite card, probably. Now, it's probably Robinwood, but I think the trees are great, too. Do we pick up the Cupid for the triple? It's probably better than the Frog, at least, but it does limit us from getting 6 drops. I think I'd rather try to find a tier 6 treasure than picking up the second Cupid. We don't really have anywhere to put it, so I think we're just going to roll. Oh my god. We're doing it. Holy shit, we have all the options. What do we take? These are all good. Always rewarded, never punish. This guy, never punish. These are all awesome. It's one of these swords. These are both swords. Is it Magic Sword or Singing Sword? Singing Sword is like... It's probably Magic Sword. I think it's actually over the Fool's Gold now. I posture like I don't already know what I'm going to take. But it's almost always the 100 sword there just because we don't have enough trees. And we need the extra attack in the back, basically. Yes, we got a Slay. We're doing it. We're going to be able to win this one, and we're looking pretty good to win this lobby because I'm going to upgrade this good boy here, and then our comp is... We can just probably go AFK. Like, ideally, I would like to get a treasure out of these good boys, but I think this is fine. We'll just have this Trent sitting in our hand. We don't really need him, right? He's small. Yeah, there are a lot of swords. There's, like, some early swords, too. Yeah, I mean, I think in that spot, it's either Singing Sword or the 100. Because Round Table, unless we're really going to go into trees, isn't worth it. And we only have 2 trees now, so it's, like, fine, but probably not good enough. If this guy was already good, I would consider it more. Because the good boys both get a decent amount of attack, but... Yeah, probably true. If I see one, I'll probably snag one. Just because the Court Wizard gets to shoot an additional time. Yeah. Yeah. Like, even if we lose, it's not going to be by enough unless he straight Medusas this for us to get totally blown out, I think. So we can, at the very least, we could probably scam a not 15 damage out of Cupid. And then we can pick up a Soul Tack the turn after that. I think Knighthood is correct a lot of times here. Because if this goes off, like, the game is just over. I can't imagine us losing if we get plus 200 attack on all of our guys. Woo! Good thing, too, because we're not going to get our second good boy, so... Close. It was close. Like, way closer than I had thought it might be because of this pig morph, but it worked out. We are on a heater tonight. Dang, not bad. Ooh, another 44. Wow, we are stealing MMR all over the place. Only free MMR, right? Holy shit, I think we're at our peak now. At least for this season, anyway. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's how it feels, right? Like, that's what's important, is whoever wins the lobby, if that's the guy that you know, hounds you, then it'd be like that sometimes. We'll go ahead and play again. Spin it up here. It does feel bad when you lose to just, like, some random scam thing that just happened to work out. It's always like a Medusa or a pumpkin that just happens to pop and just hits the perfect units. Yes, that is exactly what it means. Dying to 20 damage from a harp means you got second. Don't look at your MMR, just take the second, mark it down, move on to the next game. I just pretend that's what happens. I mean, that's the only way that you can look at it. Otherwise, it feels really sad. All right, so we're at 9th now, so that's nice. I think that's a peak for my... No, that's not a peak for my rank. I was at 5th at some point before the numbers inflated a bit. I still think we're like at least 500 below first place. I mean, that would be cool to get this season. I was too scared last season because I needed to be top 16 for the tournament, so like I played scared and I played on an alt for a while because I was just sitting at like whatever 5,400. Just parked it. Do we Tiger? We could Tiger. Yeah, I mean it's like the win of the day, right? So people that even the ones that are top 300 is pretty generous. It's more than top 300, right? It's like top 316 ish. Because it would surprise me if the people that weren't, if the people that were in the tournament are not also in the top 300 already. At least I would say on average. Because I don't even know what 300 is. Like, it's not even 4K right now. It's like 38 something for top 300. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, they sent out a couple invites as well. I mean, you know, it's like there's a lot of people that are invited to that already. Yeah, I think they saw it earlier. It was either 3,600 or it was either 3,600 or possibly a little bit lower. 3,870 was the 300 cutoff right now. And that was as of, you know, a couple hours ago. So, like, that number's obviously going to change. Do we take the shrink now? This unit sucks. These units are fine. It's probably fine. We could be Master of Dragons. I'm not beating Loki anyway. May as well lock and get the extra economy, right? It's like slapping, I mean, this unit's probably better than just the raw cats. Just to, like, try and trade with a unit. You never know. Loki could have, he could have, like, let's say a Mad Mim, a 2/2, and, like, a Tiny or something, and then I attack first with the dragon. Not even close. Eh. We killed 2 units. That's the best I can hope for. Well, this is great, right? We can just buy this. Oh, we can buy everything anyway, right? Even if we don't buy the chicken. Just buy this, this. We could just skip the mouse, use this forbidden fruit to get the chicken instead. Is that better? I mean, this is always correct, and this is always correct. Now it just depends on what we want to do with this. So our options are either take 2 damage for a chicken, or we take a blind mouse and save the 2 damage. It is close. It is really close. I think I'm just going to take the blind mouse, but, like, I think that was a reasonable consideration there, because treasures are so important that I think there is an argument to just, like, having more gold to try and get treasures later. But really all that's doing is just banking the gold from... Oh my god. That was not ideal. We actually are fine here, which is crazy. We don't deal him any damage, but we don't take any damage, so I'm fine with it. These are not great. It could just be these 2. I wish I could rearrange them in the shop. Yeah, Lucky's decent, and the Sure Shot is okay. Like, we could put the Sure Shot here, Lucky over here. It's not awesome, but, like, it gives us more economy to try and dig towards something. dig towards the treasure. I think this is fine. Again, it's not the most exciting, but like I've seen worse boards on 3. Something like a Mad Mim would be really nice right here for these. Mad Mim or a Sporko or something. I mean, I don't mind these being 2-1s because we at least have the Minotaur, but a Mim certainly would be a lot better. I do have a pair, that's true. Us not being able to attack that Mad Mim is less than optimal here. Maybe we can hit this. That's fine. This is fucking awkward, though. Yeah. Just like unlimited tokens. Pretty tough to beat there. Oh, and it's free? Alright, the price is right. So, these are pretty good options. So, Dark Contract is like an unlimited amount of value if you pick up a couple of evil minions. I think it's going to be Sling just to be stronger for a little while. Because our board is not like the best thing I've ever seen. I think it's going to be Sling Roll. Yeah, I don't mind an additional cat and a Minotaur and possibly the Spell. Spell doesn't really have a lot of good targets. Maybe it's just Peep and the Minotaur. Yeah, this is fine. Kind of want Peep in the back. Maybe this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I want, like, the tokens to block. I wish we would have hit this Court Wizard. Yeah, 3 cost 9/9, not bad. Oh, ideal. So we've cleared enough room in the front, so pretty good here. And we actually ended up, like, only giving him 1 extra attack at the Court Wizard, so he's taken a shit ton of damage. I would not want to be in his spot. This is free. This is a pair. I like both of those. Mad Mim is good, right? Is it still good, though, is the question. Like, do we even need it with the Sling? Like, we have a lot of tokens. Huh. Hard to say. Like, it's certainly strong a lot of time with both of these two. Like, even if we just put it here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like that. It gives us, like, a decent spot there. I don't mind this spell on the Minotaur, but it's not really ideal there. Like, this is not a unit that I want to keep long term. I think I'd rather just roll, and we can always sell the these to get a triple, something like that. Okay, we'll take it. I'm actually going to sell this unicorn for the 4 glory, because we are huge now, so I'm into that. I'm into that. Yeah, chest always. The chest gives us 2 tier 3 treasures. One of which can be the... it's double treasure because of this, right? So if the first one that we pick up is treasure map, the second one is a tier 7, which is wild, right? But yes, normally if I was on a regular hero, I would definitely not take this. This is only good on Galahad and Tiger. Since we happen to be Tiger, it's awesome. Yeah, the Galahad's going to be a problem later, but that's somebody else's problem for now. We're just going to get some awesome treasure off of this, and then you know, fucking, it'll be fine. We'll take that. I'll take the Peep pair, I guess. Do I give a shit about these? I did get a free friendly spirit, so that's nice. This is a 7/7. I don't know if I really care about these. I'm not going to be picking up any Romeos anytime soon. This dragon can probably go. But yeah, I think I'm going to pick up the Fireball, though. And then roll. Polywoggle, Court Wizard. We have a really awkward, like, pile here. I think we're going to rearrange it a little bit. I actually don't hate all these peeps here. They just make a lot of stats. Maybe this Lucky has sort of played his part and is done. We're going to try something like this. Now, not having the extra buff on the cat is a bit awkward. But he was going to get Medusas anyway, so it doesn't really matter there. You just got to be smart and predict that, you know, your units are going to get Medusas or something. Alright, easy. The Fireball doing a lot of work there, obviously. Now we're almost to this locked chest. I think we can just basically roll for EXP here, because we're pretty strong, and we have not really ramped much outside of this. Friendly Spirit pair, the 4s don't matter that much to us. They aren't bad, but Friendly Spirit really isn't something that we're necessarily going to be in. I'll take the chicken, though. I mean, I will grab the Sure Shot pair. The Sure Shot triple, rather. It could be Spirit over Cat now, yeah. Alright, so new plan. So our new plan is we're going to play trees. We're going to play some big-ass trees, okay? It kind of makes me want to grab this adventure, actually. Like, put it here and just, like, try to get into 5. Can't even be that bad, right? Like, maybe over this. I'm greedy. I don't care. Are there any trees that we would want to lock on 4? Game roll, game roll. Roll! No! Why did I even bother? Why did I even bother? Should have known. Why did I even bother buying adventurers? Like, I should have known that they were going to be big-ass dwarves, I guess. They're not even that big of dwarves, they just have a big fanny in the back. Kind of unfortunate. Shoot here. Okay. Guess that's fine. Not ideal. We'll see what this gives us. Excalibur would probably be good if we could get it. So we didn't get it there. We will take Sting, because that gives us a better chance of getting our XP. Possibly Ruby Slippers to go with the Wild Growth, but I think I'm going to take Sting first. And then we'll take Slay for the second one, I think, to turbo these. Maybe we could take it over Sting. Because, like, we really do need this Sling here. And them having +6/+6 is probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. So I don't really like locking Broccoli permanently forever here. I don't mind taking him. I don't really like permalocking it. I would do probably Rotten Apple Tree, though. Do I even take him, then? I'm not really putting him in, right? Yeah, I'm not even putting him in here, so I don't think it's correct to even bother. We could Queen's Grace to make sure that we get EXP, because getting to 6 is going to be critical. Alright, so we'll roll. We could lock for the end. Rotten Apple Tree is 5, yeah. Yeah, the Slay Princess is not ideal. We're just gonna avoid that like the plague. Hit here, I guess. Okay, nice. So we're going to get to 6, right? No, we're still going to be 1 short. No, we're going to get to there because we have the end in the shop. Nice. So that's going to hit there, and then we'll double shoot this. Excellent. It is a bit awkward now because we're going to get really weak. We are going to gain some extra health here, which is nice. I think I'm going to pick this up because it's a 236, which is bigger than most of our units. Ideally, we're looking for one of the tier 6 trees. It doesn't really matter which one, to be honest. This is a bait, right? Because this is 9-9, but this is like the same. But we get a treasure, but we don't really need a treasure. I think it's a bait. Come on, man. Give me a damn tree. We're giving up our Madman pair. No, game Y. So this is going to be bigger than some of this. Creeper was a tree, that's true. I think we need this here now. And I'm sort of done with this, so... God, no trees. That feels really bad. That is unfortunate. I should have probably locked a creeper. Ideally, I would find any of the 6s. Even the support, like having 120 health is really nice. We're going to get fucked up here. Are we just dead? Why is this so big? Oh, he has a beginning stone? Holy shit, that's so bad. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then this donkey's like maybe gonna do more. We're not dead, but like, goddamn, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, yikes. Big fucking yikes. Holy shit, we killed one. I'll kill this donkey. Oh my god, game. What is this fucking board? Alright, well... We're a little weak here, then. Not getting a tree there sucked pretty bad. Yeah, that's a Pants trying for first. He's probably going to get it. I don't actually think we care about this. It makes this better, but not enough to make it worth it, right? I mean, we could lock Robinwood, but I think we're just going to take it to make... Does this even make us stronger? If we do this, it makes us a lot stronger because this gets attack. Okay, so we'll roll. Roll. I don't think Sugar and Spice is going to be it. Like, literally not hitting any trees has been... Like, this is not it. If we hit an Ashwood this turn specifically, I think we're fine. I think we do it like this to give this an extra buff, I guess. Fuck me. Yeah. We're not gonna have... We're gonna lose this for sure. We might just be dead here. Ideally, if you don't have a chance to lock trees in the mid-game, like, because we got this pretty late, you can get to 6, and you can pick an Ashwood and, like, lock it once. An 80 Ashwood is already going to be big enough that you have a huge comp, right? Like, you don't need to lock him 3 times. Like, once is plenty. Are we big enough against this? I don't think so. It sort of depends how many times this gets to shoot, I guess. Wow, yeah, we're just dead here anyway. Well, that game was played very poorly. A well-deserved 7th to set me back to where we started. Awesome. Minus 83. Celestial Tiger. Okay. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Maybe I should have just locked the broccoli for a turn or two. Like, even 2 turns on the broccoli might have been big enough to carry us a bit. We're back to 4-6-1. Alright, that's right. We'll go for another one. Yeah, that was not a... I think I played that badly by sort of tunnel visioning a bit on the big tree. Yeah, that is kind of how some of the minions be. Yeah, I've had a bunch of games where I'll even have the wild growth on a non-tiger, and I can lock, you know, an Ashwood for 1 turn or 2 turns, and it's just plenty big enough that you don't really need much of the other things. I think we'll do another Mad Catter game. I don't believe that Horde Dragon is good here a lot of the times. He's probably just a worse Celestial Tiger in my eyes. And Snow Angel, I think, is pretty bad. Morgan is only good if you Dream into her, so I think it's a pretty clean Mad Catter. Alright. I think it's a bit weird, but I'm going to do this because this gives us an opportunity to roll next turn more. It does feel kind of weird on Mad Catter, but it's almost always correct. I kind of hate it because I hate these heroes here, but it was kind of messed up, right? Like, the not getting the buff on these feels so miserable. But shrinking, yeah, alright, fuck it. Whatever, game. If this is how you want to play it, like, we'll just do it. Whatever. I don't need stats. We got 4 ones. Easy. Yeah, I mean, the buff is nice, but I can get buffs in other places, and like the tempo that you get from the double shrink plus the chicken is pretty decent. I mean, we were able to sell it and still buy a whole extra unit. So I think it's correct. Because we're just like up a whole unit on where you normally would be with Mad Catter here. This is a bit of an awkward turn. We think we just have to do economy. Alternatively, we could just roll, but that seems really bad. We'll just take the chicken and one of these. I guess it's probably the Minotaur over the Baby Root. Yeah. And then that makes the Mad Mim have 3 attack to attack when it gets to. So it's probably fine. That'll do. Not taking damage is nice. Is this viable here? Is it viable to do this and then buy the Humpty Dumpty? I mean, I hate Humpty Dumpty with a passion, but like, if +4/+4 is enough for us to get an extra EXP, like, I'll do it. Fuck it. Get him in the front. I don't care. I ain't mad. Yeah, something like this. Get in there, Humpty Dumpty. Fucking smash him. Hopefully he doesn't have a tiny or something that just like eats this for free, but Humpty, I want you to trade 2 gold for 1 EXP. Nice. Way to use your head right there, buddy. Alright, he's Muerte. Oh, that's not great. No! Fuck me. He's Muerte with a needle nose, like, without that, I think we're fine there. How do we anticipate the needle nose there? Just don't know if you can. I kind of don't hate Cinderella Forbidden Fruit roll and then buy something. Though it kind of sucks to lose the health. I think getting the buff here and then still having an opportunity to roll is fine. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he has taken as much damage as we have, and we just hit ourselves for 2. Is Sleeping Princess good enough, or do we want to just roll again? She's pretty bad right now. She's better in this spot than one of these. And we would have to wake her up, which we're sort of incentivized to do anyway. Yeah, true. Do we want this Frog Prince? Maybe over the Minotaur? Maybe this Frog Prince? Not sure if this lock was necessary. We'll see. This is really fucked up. Why are these so big? Okay. Just Loki things, I guess. Cool. I guess we can't afford to take this then. This is hot dog shit, but it did get the buff. It's a 9/8, it's pretty big. We do need to just like get the stats. We have 1 good unit exactly, and it's just this. Oh my god. Why? Alright, fine. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Super hate it. Yeah, classic Catter game where the only spell that we're offered is Forbidden Fruit forever. We've hit ourselves for like 6 this game. Classic no slay on that shitter too. Into the stag attacking. Oh my god, this game is going very poorly. Very poorly. So far anyway. Yeah, and they get the Wish Upon a Star because we're so fucking turbo weak here. Spectacular. Like, what the fuck do I even do here? I just have to roll, like... These aren't even good. Like, this does nothing. We have 2 good units. Ring of Meteors is bad. We definitely can't afford Piggy Bank. I think it's just skip. So we can roll more. I absolutely cannot take another Wizard's Familiar. That is a fucking trap. This is awesome. Okay, so we actually got 1 good unit here that might save this. If we can get a Juliet, we might be able to salvage this. God, this unit is so small. Why are you like this, Sleeping Princess? God, right? Guy sucks so much. Like, this dude needs some sort of a buff. Like, maybe if he slays, he gets a permanent amount of health or something. He's just so bad. I don't get it. Like, they tried to buff him, and they just didn't buff him at all. Oh, man, he got a slay? Nice. He's so strong now. I don't get it. Like, hey, maybe permanent with just, like, a less amount would be correct. So I need to roll. I need to hit something that targets this or a Juliet to actually get bigger here. All right, so we got a Juliet. This is pretty good too, actually, since it hit the thing. This doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, +2 permanent. Like, it can be the same size. It's like what, a 5/4 or 4/5 or something. And just like a little bit of oh no, it's a 5/5, right? Yeah, but 1/2 makes it the same as the Chupacabra, right? Like, I think you want Chupacabra to still be stronger. Like, you know, the evolution of him being 2 health, and then plus a little bit more, you know, plus attack on Chupacabra, and then Lancelot is like +2/2 flat, right? Like, that could be the progression. Like, the better tier units actually get attack. Like, that might be fine. This unit kind of blows now. Maybe I switch it out for this. Something like this. Chupa just got a buff. Like, he's okay now. He's not awesome, but he's fine. Like, it's hard. Oh my god, are you kidding? Come on, dude. Ugh. Barf. Yes, we got a slay. Oh, he died anyway. Alright, shoot that thing. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, get him. Ah, he's a 14/14. What are you gonna do now? Person who has not taken damage yet. Okay, so... yeah, basically. Okay, so what are we doing here to not keep getting shit on forever? We like buying Siren and making it good and then hoping we roll into good boys? See, now these are fine. Now I think Book of Heroes is okay. Like, this I think we need just to be a little bit bigger for now. But ideally I'd want to combine these because they're just, like, so bad. I mean, upgraded Tweedledee is not... oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright. This is actually good. Holy shit. I mean, this guy's just... mega trash, right? Like, I don't even care about him. Yes, this is a new patch for Hearthstone. They added spells and they changed around the art a little bit. What do you think? Is the 12/12 just like... oh my god, how do I even arrange this? Maybe like that? Doesn't matter. Our good unit dies instantly anyway, so... we do get an extra Romeo, though. That was actually not bad. The buff going there to trigger that. This thing is way too fucking big, though. And we can't actually scam him out of the thing, either. Is this big enough to actually fight him if it hits here? No. Fuck. Oh, that's not ideal. This guy's so big. Why is he in this position? Like, why is it in 4th? That doesn't make any sense. What's happening? How do I position these units that's better? Just, like, have so many units that want to be in the back and attacking. I mean, he's right. What if I, like, had a Medusa and just sniped it? Or what if I had just a high attack minion and just bopped it and killed it instantly? Sporko. Sporko is pretty good. Just like don't think I can afford to put a Sporko in here. It'd be over the Lady of the Lake. And it's still the same problem, right? I mean, it's possible Lady of the Lake is just better than one of these, but... hard to say. Maybe this is big enough. Like, Monkey's Paw does make us pretty big here. Yeah, nice. That's a good buff. Yeah, Waddleharp is about to get fucked up, is what's gonna happen. Hi, Waddler. Waddle Waddle. Yeah, what up? Take 13. Who's the Harper now? Still him, but we're gonna take this treasure. I think we're gonna take Fancy Pants, and then we're gonna buy the other Friendly Spirit. And Candy Rain. Roll. Creeper. Probably not. Queen of Hearts, not ideal. I don't mind Nian to get better treasures, I guess. Mimic is obviously really good here. But we're going to 6. Do we need any of these? This is shit, and this is basically also shit. Alright, so we're going to do it like this, and then we're going to hope we're not dead again. And it's possible that this should be here to try and attack, and then actually get the Slay first, before the Cupid even bothers. It's hard to say. What the fuck is this? What? What is happening? Alright, we got a bunch of Juliets, I guess. Our Cupid got slaughtered. Unfortunately. He is going to have a bunch of Juliets now. We are going to have a bunch of Juliets now. And then we're going to lose our Siren for free. Yep. It's fine. There's just like 30 Juliets on the board. No big deal. Loki smashed us earlier and we had the redemption arc. Not too bad. Ooh, we could knighthood our Juliet. We're not doing that. We could pick up the Juliet pair. Though I'm not sure this really makes us that strong. This doesn't really improve our board, right? Like, we really only have it because our Romeo is resummoning them, and basically for no other reason. Yeah, good thing, because he's the same comp. We could pick up Hercules, but we don't really have anywhere to put him. We could take out a Friendly Spirit, but then if this doesn't go off, we're just dead, right? And I think we need a good boy. We could get an evil Friendly Spirit and get a tier 4 treasure. I don't think that's good enough either. I think we just need to roll a bit. That's not good enough. Alright, well, this was not an ideal turn. It's possible we could have switched out one of our units, but I don't really know if any of them make us that much stronger. This losing all of its attack is a nightmare for us, though. Okay, it's got 9 attack now. I mean, that's something. Juliet losing all of its health also sucks. Like, we're just getting farmed. by really bad attack RNG. So, yeah, alright. That's what, third probably, because Waddle's still going to be alive? Yeah. Awesome. -2. Okay, that was less than ideal of an outcome, but what are you going to do? We literally just hit turn 6 and our opponent's just like got a board full of 6s. That's fine. That's fine. I really do think that they need to do something about the Turbo EXP metagame that we're looking at right now. I'm not sure what the solution is for it. Possibly... possibly changing Adventurer and then adding more cost to it, but then it makes Loki better. Like, I was thinking about it and making Adventurer... one suggestion that I've heard is making Adventurer into a quest instead of just a raw slay. And then once the quest is completed, you get some amount of EXP, 1 or 2. I'm not sure what the quest would be. It could be something completely different than the Slay Princess. So they'll just like take it away from Slay entirely and make it some other metric that you have to hit. It could be something like gold spent or units purchased or something that allows you to complete another quest. I don't know what that might be. I'm sure that they have some ideas for other quests that they haven't actually set up. That way, you're not just guaranteed to get EXP immediately off of it if you slay right away. And then it combos less with Grim Soul. I don't love that, because that could make Wonder Waddle... Yeah, that could make some of the other ones pretty OP. And then if you're low rolling, like, it's even worse. Like, the high rollers get to turbo and the low rollers just, like, get fucked. Oh. Do we try another Galahad game, or do we do a Mask game? I don't think we've done Mask today, right? Not that I wrote down, anyway. I do like Galahad a lot, though. We could Mask into Skip. Yeah, we'll do a Mask game. I've been enjoying Galahad a lot because I've been able to win with him pretty comfortably. I'm going to lock for both of these, I think. I'm going to Sugar and Spice this Happy Little Tree next turn. Unless we find a Mad Mim, and then I'll just give these up. We could get into Skip. That is an option that's available. We could also turn into a Vela. Some decent ones. We could also turn into Gwen. We could always turn to Galahad. That guy's pretty good, I hear. Skip Denzel Hua, sure. Galahad is actually really interesting if you pick up a bunch of pairs early and you have a good Galahad board. I've actually switched to Galahad, sat around for a few turns, you know, picking up normal Galahad stuff, and then once you're at 6, you just switch out of it because he's bad. Or it's harder to get tier 6 triples. Having the dreams, like, in waiting whenever you're ready is really nice. Not sure if the baby roots are worthwhile here, but I think they can't be that bad. They would have allowed us to trade there if we actually attacked first into that. Should have been nice, but didn't work out. So we'll take this, and we'll take the chicken, I think? Chicken? Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Thank you. I tried to mute it, but I couldn't find the mute button in time. Just clicking all of them. Just click the wrong one. Getting fucked up by this egg, and also I guess the Wizard's Familiar, but mostly the egg. Not ideal. Okay, so nothing up here needs us to buy this before we mask, so let's mask first. So our hero choice is pretty bad, so we'll probably switch almost immediately. But we can get a little bit of equity out of it, right? We could take Jack's Giant and get a little bit of value out of it. And then switch in a turn or two. We'll just leverage our like mega health pool here. Do we want Dragon or Lucky? I think we'll roll once. That's pretty good. Sure, a treasure would be good. Sure. I think we'll snag Cinderella and maybe the Adventurer next turn. We'll see. We might be able to actually slay quite a bit here. Sort of depends on where these go. Alright, shoot this one. We lose combat with that run out, but we do get to trigger the treasure, so we get to tier 4 right away. Which is not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, I guess. Do we change our hero power then? Is this Wonder Waddle? I think we take the Adventure, and I'm going to roll and look for a better... I don't really care about the Cinderella anymore. I'm over it. Yeah, the Rainbow Unicorn is pretty good here. I think we'll arrange them something like this, and we'll just put the unicorn in the back. Maybe this. I think this is right, because we want to kind of soften them up a bit first. I wonder if these creepers are, like, just secretly the business. Maybe they are. Looking at them, they look pretty good. Whew. We did it. Cheers. This is going to kill us here, but that is okay. Wobbles, how you doing? So we're weak this turn, but next turn we're going to get pretty strong pretty fast. Did you? Was it while I was on stream? Alright, I like this. I like leaving this, leaving the Jack's Giant for now. Yeah, that makes sense. That Tiger game was a bit awkward. There were things that we could have done that would have been awesome, and the way that it ended up working out, we did none of them, and then we died. Feels bad. How do we do this? So all of our units are going to get +4. Do we bother taking the spinning gold, or do we roll to try and get, like, falling meteors, or whatever that thing would be awesome. Ice Queen, huh? I kind of like the unicorn actually giving all my guys an additional 2 health. Maybe switching the Happy Little Tree would be fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. This could be good. Not sure what the configuration should be. Kind of want to get extra attack on all of my units. Like, they're going to get a lot of attack really quickly, too. Nice. So we took minimum damage there. Our guys now have a shit ton of attack, which is favorable. This is not exciting, so we're going to roll. Prince Arthur is great. Falling Stars is great. Donkeys are fine, but maybe we don't need them. I don't think we really need them. Where are we putting this guy? Somewhere in here. I'm not really 100% sure where. Maybe over the unicorn. Yeah, I think that's fine. So then I can maybe rearrange these like this. And then this looks okay. The unicorn not getting any attack last turn means I don't really necessarily need it in. Because it's like only a little bit better than our Prince Arthur here. And our units are all going to get pretty awesome pretty quick anyway. And we're going to be at 5 next turn, so we might be using It Was All a Dream next turn. We might be even higher, because this is going to have 10 attack, 12 attack. Okay, so we're deep into 5, and we're going to have extra gold. A lot of extra gold. A little bit of extra gold. Okay, so let's see what 5 offers us. Sure Shot is like pretty hilarious with the Arthur, right? But is it good enough since it's so small? Maybe we can get rid of the baby roots or one of these creepers now. I mean, we did find another Falling Stars though. I mean, the Falling Stars has to be correct and just leave both of these in. I just don't know what we're doing with it. We can make the Sure Shot pretty awesome here. Put it in the back. Because we don't really care about most of these units here. So we don't even care about this unit at all. I think we can just roll, or do we take the Cupid? We can just roll. I would like to find another Arthur. We're rich! I think we'll hold on to one of them. Pick up the pair of Cupids, though. Get Cupids with 5 attack on them. Interesting. Very interesting. Romeo, Juliet. We don't really have anywhere to put them. Holy shit, game. Chickens. Alright, we'll just bank a bunch of gold for turn 6, I guess. I think that we're going to be strong enough here. With the Falling Stars. Dude, I'm like chicken farmer over here. Need to kill this really badly. Okay, so this is just going to give us more attack. Nice. Okay, so we have a lot going on, and none of it is really that exciting. But we're on 6, and we have like 1,000 gold here, so let's find something that works. Give me a 6-drop. Oh my god, even more chickens. Chicken. So this, we can switch this out pretty comfortably. Yeah, we can change hero this time. That would give us a good idea. Probably should have done that ahead of time. It's either Zohua or Grandmother. And at least somebody's smart watching what the hell is going on. I don't think that's correct. I think we can very easily be trees this game, given that we have so much gold. And we're here like Loki's level 4. So this one I like. Maybe not right away, but at some point. This one I like too. Ooh, Hercules. That wasn't a chicken, that's garbage. I guess this is shit. And we'll walk for the Robin Wood. Probably should have put that in. The apple tree. I definitely should have had the apple tree in here. Turn maybe wasn't played the best, but I think it'll be fine. Our opponent did hit a good boy, though. Let's get to attack again. No, not before he dies, right? This did hit twice, which is nice. Because it got a little extra stats on it, too. So we'll take this, we'll roll. Mad Catter is on 5, so now I might consider the Soul Tack. Though a regular mummy doesn't actually kill us here. This guy's so big. I guess he isn't really, because he's just like big attack. Poly is probably not necessary given that we're the Zelhua. Those don't really need to be bigger. Falling Stars is great. Good Boy. I guess that being good would have been relevant for Good Boy. I definitely think we take him here. Probably over the Nian. We have the Falling Stars this turn. So I guess we do this. Which means that this isn't necessary, so we could do something like this. Yeah. Because this gives extra HP on our Good Boy, or sorry, extra attack, because of the Falling Stars. So I wanted to leave both of these in this turn. Alright, Hercules should go off, which will give us a tier 6 treasure, which is really nice. We should be able to be pretty strong in this spot. Given that we had a harp, you know, super early, it's not terribly surprising, but... treasure-wise, we're pretty early. We could Ivory Owl. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 players other than us left. Spear is also acceptable, but or double support. All those are pretty good. I think we're going to Ivory Owl. And then we're just going to find more treasures anyway. Roll. Okay, so we want that. We'll get rid of this. We can take that one over these two. Round Table is probably the best option here. Singing Sword is also pretty good, but Round Table, if we're going to be trees, is just necessary. And then we can swap one of these out, the evil one, keep the good one in. I guess we don't need to protect both of these. We can just make a bigger Robin Wood. I suspect we're going to do fine here. Wish.com, Kylo Ren. The Loki is pretty strong, but he's not quite strong enough to beat the double tier 6 treasure and the turbo Zelhua, so that's fine for us. We'll go ahead and roll. If we take Magic Sword, then our Good Boy is huge, but never dies. But I think that's fine. And then we'll replace the Magic Sword with Singing Swords once it's an option. We don't really need the Harp anymore, because we can already pick up this chicken, and then I think that's fine. We could get another Robin Hood. I don't think we need another Robin Hood right this second. I would rather try to find something else. Ashwood is ideally what we're looking for. We could Knighthood, but we're Zelhua. We don't really need the Knighthood. We could take the Nutcracker, but it's not really that necessary. I think we'll just roll. Yeah, that's fine. What is this character's HP? 14 right now. Not sure I understand the question. Do you mean like... Oh, sorry. That makes sense. So Zelhua is... yeah, my apologies. So all of our level 4, 5, and 6 characters in the shop cost 3 instead of their normal cost. So changing into this late game is incredibly good. That's why we're able to get so much resource so quickly. Because we could basically just keep rolling and buy whatever the hell we want, which is awesome. We don't really care about that. We're basically just looking for Ashwood. Yeah, we'll do that for now. So we found an Ashwood. Would have been better on that, but... Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Do we put this in? Is it even good? It's like fine, right? It doesn't really make our guys that much bigger. Maybe it's better than this. It makes these both a lot bigger, right? I suppose I can do this. And then it will make these 70s. This will be a 60, just short of 70. Same with this. Yeah, this is probably right. I mean, I like the Hercules, and I do like the Good Boy buff, but he just, like, doesn't die anymore, so... Shame he's got all them big dragons. Yeah, keep hitting our units. Deal more damage. No mummies, sad. Pigmorph. Yeah, this isn't... It's so good, right? It's super dumb. The double creeper, so they're getting +4 every time they take damage. Like, makes them big. Makes them real big. I guess I take Echowood. It's a pretty good unit, I suppose. Do we want another Robinwood? Really rather have another Ashwood, right? Over another Robinwood? I think so. I don't mind it, but... Evil Twin? Nah. I guess we don't really need all of this. I like the scaling, but it's maybe too cute. I mean, we're almost at the point where we can, like, just run, like, not even bother with the Good Boy in the front. It really never dies, right? Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep it just in case they got something where they're huge, and then this makes us push over the top of them. I mean, he's pretty big. Oh, that's so dumb. He gets extra attack every time one of my units pops in. That seems reasonable. Fair enough. Yeah, Creeper Round Table is really rude. Ashwood. We could give it a little bit of extra health. I'd rather try and just upgrade it or make it good. Why not both? Do we care about this Good Boy? Good Boy? Not really, right? It's fine. Probably should have made the other one good. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Do we even need the Soul Tech? Probably not. I don't think I have anywhere to put this thing. Just like, is he even good? He never does anything. He just, like, is a big unit. Maybe we just do this. True, true. He's not necessary, but like I don't. If he still dwarves it, like it literally doesn't really matter what he does. I mean, his guys are pretty big. Fair enough. I can admit when I was incorrect. I mean, I don't think it mattered because our Echo Wood already was popping off, but you know, it can be even bigger. You know, double pop off. That's what a mass game looks like when you high roll your heroes. So that seems all right. I mean, it's more that was the harp game, right, where you dream into Zelhuo when you turbo to 6. So plus 43 mask. I really hope that at some point they, on this final screen, show what your original hero was if you changed your hero. Because it would be cool to know, like if you look at the tournament results from the last one, a lot of them were different heroes that had the winning board or whatever than what they started with. It'd be interesting to see kind of what some of that looks like. I have had some pretty low roll mass games where like your boards are bad and then you roll into a hero that like doesn't give tempo, and it's pretty shitty. So I have some people over, and turns out that they have pizza here, which is awesome. So I am actually going to go and eat. I know it's a bit early. I may jump back on after a little while here. But I have not eaten a lot today, so I'm going to go do that. And then if I come back, I will play a bit more. It looks like a couple of other people are still streaming. So I may end up sending you over there. I'm going to, I do have some codes to give away going forward. I have some dust codes that give 4K dust. I'm going to set up the ability to actually do that for the next time that I stream. Katie, appreciate it. Yeah, and also being able to dump spells from your hand without casting them would be nice. I'm not sure how that would work without it being an error sometimes. Why? T74, I appreciate the follow. But yeah, so I'll be giving away, I think I have like 10 codes, so I have a bunch of them. So I'm going to be giving those away in the next couple streams, so probably throughout this weekend and early next week as well. So hopefully if they put out a cool patch, I might send out a bunch of them for that. That'll be exciting. So I am going to go ahead and, let's see, where are we going to go? We could either send you to Salty, who is ranked number 1, or we could send you over to Cluck, who I think has been having a less than ideal day so far. But he's been on for quite a while, so I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be streaming. I think it'll probably be more fun to, anybody but me, for sure. I'll go send you to the dumpster. I mean, you're already basically there, but I think I'll just send you over to Salty. He's certainly a better player than me, at least by results. Maybe he just plays a little bit more consistently overall. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll catch you guys next time.